What up, y'all? What's the word? What's the word? What's the word? Thank God I went legit. Happy Tuesday, y'all. Where's my? Oh, here. What's good, y'all? What's the word, chat? Another day, another dollar, man. Uh, appreciate the 3 months, DT. What's good with you? Appreciate that. What's up, y'all? Get this damn chat on the screen. MLB in that weird stage again. You know what's funny about that? I had tweeted like back to back shit days. It started off bad. It started off bad. I ain't gonna lie. When I tweeted that, it was like damn near like halfway through the slate. It was only 17 homers. Remember, it was like 38 projected yesterday. It was only like 17 homers at that time. I'm like, what the fuck? And then out of the 17 homers, it was a bunch of fucking weirdos. So I'm like, man, what's going on? But you know what's crazy? It ended up being, remember, it was 38 projected yesterday. It ended up being 36. It's weird how these projections work. That's why I always just look at the projection to see what kind of day it is. So I went to sleep early. That shitty ass slate put me to bed. I wake up, money in my account, some straights. So I said, oh, okay, the nighttime must have went up. Because I know when I went to sleep, that shit was looking terrible. I went to bed. I'm going to bed, but I woke up. I see a couple people, Taylor Ward, like the Bo Naylor, all of them. I'm like, okay, so shit got lit. And it ended up being 36 homers. Now, I will say out of them 36 homers, it was a bunch of people that I'm like, what? You know what I'm saying? That we looked at, or they just went on there or whatever. But I'm like, who the? So it said This said 41 this morning. Yeah, I ain't see 38 random up. Like, oh God, it felt like a bunch of randos. I'm like, hold on, who the fuck is half these people? Who is Deshaun Kersey Jr.? Like it was so many names on here. I'm looking at like, who the fuck is these? I didn't even know Andy was back for Detroit. It was so many random names on here. Luis Arraez hit a homer. That just tell you that's enough said right there. I'm looking like Sal Frelick. I know who these players are, but like that Warman dude went yard again. I'm looking at some of these names like, man, who in the fuck? I see that Mauricio, whatever his name is. I see he ended up going yard last night too. So I say that to say that's why I always just peek over here and see what the projections is. So it's 39 projected today over 16 games. Again, it's telling you which games are projected to have the most homers. All of this shit is just projection. So you know what I'm saying? It's just something to give you like an insight on what may happen. It don't necessarily mean it will. It could be more. It could be less. So they saying that Seattle and that Athletics game projected to have the most home runs. That one in that Philly Chicago. Then they'll break it down by the team, so you can see which team should get a lot of homers today or more homers. Um, Seattle Athletics, Philly, Chicago Cubs, the Yankees, Cleveland, like you know, and then it start getting bad towards the bottom. So I stay away from those. And then the park factors showing you which games with park and weather combined should be projected to give you more homers than the usual day. Tampa Bay, New York, Chicago, basically the same thing we seen on that other screen. And this is taking into account home run friendly parks with good weather or less home run friendly parks with even better weather that persuaded it to be like sometimes like these like Houston +1. So you got some plus upside in home runs projected in all of these games. Of course, the closer to the top, the more homers it should be, or the better home run conditions. Let me put it that way. Better home run conditions. The higher the number, the better home run conditions. And that's stadium and weather combined. Yankee shit look crazy. I hate who's the doubleheader. Orioles and Blue Jays. And it's crazy because I was looking at it yesterday and I was trying to figure out why. And the only thing I can think of is they must have had a postponed game earlier in the season when they played because yesterday's game wasn't rained out or postponed. So it shouldn't be a doubleheader today. So I'm assuming that this 12:30 game is a game from a previous um series earlier in the year and they never got back around to playing this game, so they done threw it in today. Yeah, it gotta be. It gotta be their last slate because the only other way it would be a doubleheader is if yesterday game would have got rained out, which it didn't. So this got to be from a previous slate, and they never was able to get this game in. They must have had a back-to-back series, so they couldn't sneak this shit in. So they did score a ton. If you've been paying attention to the Orioles at home, I can't remember who they just played the last 3 days before this series, but they was at home and they had like a 15 or 16 run game net series. So that's just something to note. Like Orioles been playing very, very well at home. So that's something good. Now they got this this pitcher shit all kind of crazy. You got Charlie Morton, then they don't know who pitching first, or it's gonna be like a relief pitcher. They were saying like it may be Lucas. And then the second game, you know who the pitcher gonna be for the for Toronto, but then you don't know who it's gonna be for the Blue Jays. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. So I'm gonna just go off what we see. Oh my. All right, so let's get into. Oh, I wanted to go here too. Somebody asked me, can I show this yesterday in my DM? So they be wanting to know who got the most homers versus the pitchers today. You also got that tab over here. Most homers versus pitchers. Carlos Correa got 3 against Lucas Giolito. Garcia and Marcus got 2 apiece against Kikuchi. So keep that in mind. And most likely, I ain't even looked at Garcia, but he gonna most likely go today because he looked at great yesterday and didn't do shit. So you know how that go. It'd be a day late on half these players. So I wanted to start there because somebody asked me, can I show which batters had the most homers against the starting pitchers today, and they what's the name? So I said I'll start there. It was Colorado they was playing. Oh yeah, you're right. I couldn't remember who it was they was playing, but they've been playing very well at home. All right, so we got good weather, wind going out in this Blue Jays Orioles. Camden Yards, good home run, friendly park. It's the best for lefties, but shit, righties and them been going crazy. It's just they've been going crazy at home. They've been seeing the ball super well. So again, I don't know who the hell it don't even got a pitcher announced, like even a relief pitcher. So I have no idea. Let me see if I can look here. I have no idea who the hell the pitcher is. And again, it keeps saying Lucas, but he's a reliever. Like it's saying he might start. I guess I can look over here versus lefties. I don't know. So take this with a grain of salt. I have no idea who the hell this pitcher about to be. I had him in. I'm sick out on that cage yesterday because a lot of motherfuckers had 8 or more Ks. Man, the last 2 days. The day before was a lot of third string pitchers, and they was all out there hitting a lot of Ks. So I'm gonna just look at versus lefties. I don't know who this is. If some change, you might have to come back on here, look again. But it say that Lucas might relieve pitch to start, and he a lefty. So I just look at. I don't know what he throwing, who it is. So I'm just looking at what they doing against lefties in their last 10 at bats. Matter of fact, I don't even have to do that. Seeing that, I'm gonna just come here. Oh, you can't do it from here. I gotta go here. Okay. I was about to say I just look right there, but I have no idea who we can find in here. We're gonna just go through here and see versus a lefty. If anybody stand out, 91, 10% barrel out of ground balls. Yep, it's gonna be. It looked like it's gonna be Laureano again. He went yard yesterday, and that's so crazy. I'm telling you, we was on him for 2 days straight, and then the day I know I was on him. He didn't look well for the last 4-5 days. The last, not yesterday, the 2 days before that, I was actually playing him. Then when I didn't play him, he go yard. It's like it never fails. In the head with the ball yesterday, you think he gonna play? I took him for a double, then he bombed. That's crazy. So he in a good spot again today, and he got good odds at plus 550. Against the lefty. He terrorizing lefties. 96 exit velo, 30% barrel his last 10 at bats. 60-40, 40-60. 60% hard hit, 20% home run to fly ball ratio. I hate when I don't be able to know what pitches it is, though. Oh, shit. Let me put that 10. So you know what that probably mean. It'll be like some, whoa. Hauser, let me see, last 10, last 5. 40% fly, 20-60, 30-10, 50. Watch Hauser. He at 425. Again, especially if it's that left, you gotta please make sure it's him. 60%, 40, 20-60, 40-40, 20-50. Damn. 99-40, 102-60. If it is a lefty, Tyler O'Neill going yard. He walked off the field, but probably not. But Gunner and Jackson got their bases yesterday. Gunner got to get his shit together. Dylan Carlson, last 5, last 10. Is you hitting fly balls? Yep, 50, 70, 40, 60, 80. He got a line? Nope. This dude right here been going crazy. He went crazy yesterday. I think he had a homer, a double, and like maybe 2 doubles or something. He been going crazy. I have no idea who this is. So this is definitely another good spot for a long shot at plus 800. And you can just see right here against lefties, he hitting them super well. Is you hitting fly balls? 20%, 40, 20, 80. Hold on. You got a high line drop. See, I don't know if he gonna go yard, but he looked like he might be in another spot for total bases or doubles. I know he been playing crazy well at home. 400 slug, 150 ISO on 39 at bats. 33, 50, 20, 20, 60. So yeah, the shit that stick out the most, if it's a lefty, Laureano, Tyler O'Neill, and then you got a sneaky spot right here with Mayo. All of them got like a, let me see, 40%, 60. Tyler O'Neill probably the best option. All of them got a 40% or higher barrel percentage in their last 5 at bats. Didn't Colton go yesterday? Yep, Kowser went yesterday. Laureano went yesterday. Mayo went yesterday. The only one who didn't go yesterday was Tyler O'Neill. Oh yeah, and Kowser. Damn, I forgot about him. But as far as like the exit velocity to go with it, it looked like it's these righties. Laureano, Tyler O'Neill, and Mayo. Which is best anyway. If it's a lefty, you want to try to find you a righty. Unless the lefty on lefty split just look insane. So Kowser looked good with this 40%, but I wish this exit velocity was a little higher. I mean, but if you want to throw Kowser in there, you can, but you're getting way better value at way better spots. Laureano 550, Tyler O'Neill 450, and then this long shot Mayo at plus 800. So you got some good spots over there if it's a lefty. Again, they ain't said nothing about the pitcher. FanDuel don't got it. RotoWire saying it might be that lefty to come in and start. And like, I don't know who the hell pitching. They a doubleheader. Yeah, I know. You skipped it. Charlie Morton, 15 homers, 8 to lefties, 7 to righties, about a homer and a half to both hands, 10% barrel to lefties, more fly balls to lefties. You can see there. So it looked like lefties is more of his weakness. This motherfucker right here has been on a selling spree. 40% fly ball, 40% hard hit. 2020. Anything super dominant? Let me see a curveball. All right. Bo, anything specific to the righties? No, all that shit the same. Vlad, 94-10, 96 exit velocity on the season against righties. A lot of line drives, hard hits. Yep, total bases. Metrics, hold on. You got some powers. You getting fly balls? No. 20% barrel. Somebody, man, one of the Cuzzos had him for 2 home runs yesterday at plus 8,000. Hit his first one, second at bat, got robbed by Cedric Mullen. That was crazy. I seen it live too. I'm like, damn, it was this close to cashing her plus 8,000 on 2 home runs for Nathan Luke. He got a 20% barrel over the last 10, 40 over the last 5. High fly ball, decent home run to fly ball ratio, consistent hard hits. 98-20 over his last 5 against the curveball, which he throw 40% of the time. He in another good spot at that long shot at that plus 830. Yeah. Oh yeah, that was who it was. Shout out to him for the cash. Nathan Luke, a bad motherfucker. They lefty killer, and Baltimore doesn't have any. Hey, you right about that. That was Barger when y'all said that they threw a special on him. That shit is crazy. Went out there and went over. So you know what's gonna happen today then. Hold on. Where we at? Where's Nathan Luke? Okay, yeah. So Luke is in a great spot at plus 830 again. Went yard yesterday, so he, it fits the part. It ain't like he ashamed, scared of this part. Snyder, he don't got a line. Last 5, last 10, 50%, 20, 60, 20, 40. He might be in a sneaky spot. He back in that same shit from yesterday. 93-10 over his last 10 at bats. 96-20 over his last 5 at bats. Are you hitting fly balls? 20-40, that ain't bad. See, last 10. 30-30 across the board, 50. What's your odds? 750? You a lefty. Hold on. What you got going on with this curveball? A lot of fly balls, no hard hits, though. Uh, Only thing was it? No, not Barber. Nathan Luke. It's 2 people that I like, and they both long shots. Nathan Luke and uh Joey. As long as he can stay away from that damn curveball. That curveball, he don't hit no. He don't got none over 95. Nice 4-leg. My pitcher parlay lost by 1. Stupid Strider. What'd he do? Went out and did nothing. Robbed by Cedric Mullins, and then Mullins hit a homer himself. Nasty work. Yeah. So Mullins hit a homer first. Then Nathan Luke hit one, and then Nathan Luke was about to hit another one. And it's so funny because, man, that motherfucker Cedric Mullins had to jump so high. Y'all know he about this damn big. That nigga jumped so damn high. Took Nathan Luke's shit right off the wall. I'm like, damn. So the only 2 people I like in here is both long shots, to be honest. Luke's and Joey. Them the only 2 spots I like. Both lefties, which is a good thing. That's his weakness, and it's also Camden Yards got that short porch in right field that favor lefties. So do with that what you want. The rest of that shit look trash. I'm most likely gonna I hate double headers, man. And if I do, it might be the first one. I damn sure don't be touching the second of the 2. So we'll see. Rockies Guardians. 90-degree weather, 3-mile-an-hour winds coming in. Got Tanner Gordon, 2 homers, 1 to lefties, 1 to righties. Logan Allen, 12 homers, 4 to lefties, 8 to righties. And again, just use this home run per 9 over to try to identify like green or bright green spots that you want to target aside. Right-hand pitcher, Quan, let me see. Last 10, 81-10. 4-seam heavy. Noted. No hard hits, okay. And this is Jose Ramirez's favorite side. He liked batting lefty. He liked batting on the left-hand side, especially at home where he can get to that right porch, that short side. He 4-seam dominant. Okay, there we go. 92, 30% barrel, 50% fly ball, elite home run to fly ball ratio, 40% hard hit in his last 10 at-bats at plus 350. Let's see something. Carlos Santana, another lefty, 4-seam heavy. This nigga, I be out there doing absolutely shit. I would have touched right case he been hitting the ball well. Yeah, that was wild. You can't tell me being a 6-foot baseball player isn't uncomfortable. What's wrong with double headers? There's nothing wrong with them. It's just a personal preference. Especially in that second game, I feel like you still tired. It'd be like an hour in between, but it's like, I don't know. I just put it like this. To make a long story short, I just never have. You start figuring out your own tendencies. That's the best way to become a better gambler. You see what worked for you and what don't. Double headers never worked in my favor. I don't never do well with double headers. I'm starting to get to the point where I'm starting to want to eliminate day games. That shit don't never work in my favor neither, to be honest. So you 4-seam heavy to everybody. Oh no, this is all lefties. But yeah, double headers have never worked in my favor. 20% barrel, 91 exit velocity, 40%, 1050, okay. Then 4-seam, 20% barrel, 20 line drives went crazy high. Okay, 30, 30, 40. What's Manzardo line? 345. Watch Manzardo. Damn. He was in this spot yesterday. No odds today, though. 97-40 over 10 at bats is crazy. 97-40 over his last 5. Sheesh. Hey, yeah, definitely watch him if he end up playing. This shit looks stupid. A 40% barrel over 10 at bats. That's a bigger sample size. So that's a valid day games don't never do me well. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like that's the biggest thing. Like you just gotta know your own strengths and your own weaknesses. I don't know what it is about day games. My logic is y'all must. I mean, you coming off of a night game before. I don't know And they say usually day games, it ain't like really no batting practice before the game. Like night games, it don't be no batting practice, shit like that. I don't know if you tired, if you because you just played last night and you got minimum sleep. Like I don't know, but day games be ass. You get a good day game, I'll be surprised when I actually see one because day games don't be the best. At least for me. 95 exit velocity. Are you hitting fly? Hell no, you not. Okay. Bo called Bo yesterday. He went out there and went crazy. 91 exit velocity, 40% barrel, 60% fly ball, 40% hard hit. You're gonna see 50% four seams, 40% barrel over his last 5, 30% over his last 10 to the four seam alone. Still consistently hitting fly balls, still consistently hitting the ball over 95 miles an hour. I like Bo again at 470. Again, these lefties, they play well here, especially at home. They know that right porch is, a short side. They in the same park as yesterday, and he got the same metrics as yesterday. So might be another Bo day. Where we at, Bo? Now you got power, but 50%, 60. Hold on. Who is this? Oh, 14, 50% of the time, 40, 60. But you ain't got no power behind that shit. They played late last night, then they packed 50, 20 homers night game. Man, you ain't lying yet. Been on a pitch hit too. That was crazy. Bo on a pitch hit too. So yeah, I like Bo Naylor. I like Manzardo might be in a sneaky spot. This last 5 and this last 10, this barrel percent crazy. Was Jose on there? Let me see. I can't remember what the hell. 30%, 30, 14. Oh yeah. And Jose. Jose Ramirez with 17 homers. He the most consistent. 500 slug, 240 ISO on the year. Um, I would say if I had to put an order, it would be Jose then Bo. Because Bo shit looks stupid, especially these last 5 at bats. Then I would add Manzardo. But it's all lefties. It's all 3 lefties, which is good the way that progressive set up. And they're going against a righty. So even though it seemed like the righties didn't do more damage, but he only got 23 in his pitch, so I don't know what to make of this. Logan Allen, the left-hand pitcher. Oh, Hunter Goodman 1 yard yesterday. I know we was talking about him. 97-30 over his last 10 at-bats against a left-hand pitcher with any of these pitches. Damn, you in another good spot again today. 40% over his last 5 at-bats. 60%, 40% home run to fly ball. Damn. 60% hard hit last 5. 50, 20, 60 his last 10. Hunter Goodman is in another great spot. I had Reyes Wood wait on a long shot slip and the whole slip voided. None of them played. That would have been a crate. That would have fed families. So Hunter Goodman in a good spot again. Jordan Beck, 20% barrel over his last 10 at-bats, 92 exit velocity. Last 5, barrel 20%. His power went down. Let me see. 40, 40, 60. Let me see. I probably could find something better than that. I'm sure we can find something better than that. Getting a lot of fly balls, but none of these motherfuckers got no power. Look at this exit velocity part right here. Bunch of 60s and 70s. Who is this? Estrada? This dude right here, man, he done snuck in and got 2 homers in the last 3 games, and his shit look like this every day. Hunter Goodman, since I don't see nothing else, you can put Jordan Beck in there, especially if they both righties against a left-hand pitcher with this 20% barrel over his last 5, 92 exit velocity, 20% barrel over his last 10. More recent, 20% fly, but it's not far off this line driving ground ball. Or just, if you, for real, just take the total basis and call it a day. But Hunter Goodman is by far the best spot. Last 5 and last 10. He just covering a 30% barrel with a 97 exit velocity. You're getting him at good odds, too, at 440. So I definitely keep an eye on him. It was Bo, Jose, and Manzardo. Just the usual time. Yeah, 9 a.m. every morning. Unless I got something to do, like far as with my kids. Especially, I try to get on here at 9 a.m. every single day, though. Diamondbacks, Tigers, we got 80-degree weather. Good for carry. 6-mile-an-hour winds coming in. Let me make sure. Okay, that's accurate. 6-mile-an-hour winds coming in. Got Brandon Fat, 17 homers, 10 to lefties, 7 to righties. Giving about a homer and a half to both hands. 10% barrel to both hands. Hard hits to both hands. Both hands, good home run to fly ball ratios. What the hell is that? So Brandon Fat is one of them ones you might want to target if you could find a person in the right spot. Versus righties. Dude got to snap out of it. Riley Green probably in one of the worst slumps I done seen, especially for a person who I know get a lot of, like 23 homers with a 600 slug and a 300 ISO on the season versus righties. And I don't know when the last time you got a damn hit. This shit look bad again today. Let me see if it's anything. Look, like this shit, no power, no barrels. Like, damn, that's tough. Trade motherfucker this J Ram O from yesterday. Oh yeah, you know how that go. Spencer Torkelson, 30% barrel, 92 exit velocity over his last 10, 20% barrel over his last 5. You see, high fly ball, high home run to fly ball ratio, consistent hard hits. Is there anything? Oh, that shit about even. So yeah, Torkelson looked like he in a good spot. He was in a good spot yesterday. I don't think he didn't go yard yesterday, right? Because if he didn't, we know how that's gonna play out. Another one. Them day late's a motherfucker. It'd be as soon as you lay off of them, that's when they go yard. 94-10 over his last 10, 95-20 over his last 5 for Glaber. A lot of line drives. Oh yeah, this is gonna be like a total base. 10% fly ball, 20% fly ball, heavy on the line drives. And this is not a park you're gonna hit homers with no line drives at all. Zach McKinstry. He got a lot of bright green over here. What the fuck going on? Let's see. This is forcing. Like, look at all of this. He another unfortunate batter. Like, this should be a homer. Oh, no, these line drives. He got the power and the distance. Straight line drives. But how this wasn't a homer? Damn. I'm like, it's a lot of bright green going on. Let me see. 30% fly, 40 hard hit. I mean, line drive, 40, 20. It's the hard hits. I knew it. I'm about to say it's got to be somewhere. He's not getting no power or something. Yeah, 8-mile-an-hour winds. It's like it's coming in. It's like coming downward. Or you could say the left field if you want. That'll favor Torkelson, so we can run with that one. That favors Torque even more if it's going to left field. Lefty seeing a lot more forcing. Like you see a lot of power players. This crazy. He didn't look the best yesterday and went yard, but he looked better today. 40, 20, 30, 60% hard hit. Let me see. Last 5. No fly ball, 40% hard hit. Let's see something. You just sweeper. Have little line drives at 850. Carpenter back. 94-20, 95-20, 70% fly ball, 20% 50. Carry Carpenter in a great spot. As far as his metrics in his fly ball and hard hits. But he don't got a line. 500 slug, 240 ISO on the year, 14 homers against righties. Heavy on the four seam. More fly balls off this. Even at 80%. Do he got a line on FanDuel, y'all? Kerry Carpenter? See if Kerry got a line. I want to know. I wonder what his odds are. I didn't even know he was back. $350. He played Sunday. Kerry did. Oh yeah, matter of fact, he did. I think I played him. These lefties gonna see a lot of four seams. You a righty, so it don't matter. Who the fuck is this? It'd always be the person who'll be like, who the fuck is this that go out there and go yard? I don't even know who this is. I ain't never seen his name. Ryan Creekler. I don't know, but I know he got some power. Do you hit fly ball? Yep, and he hit fly balls. I don't know who this is. Let me see. Go back. Torkelson, Carpenter. This is a sneaky spot too at plus 850. Yeah, I don't know who this. Watch him. He got power, barrel percent, and he had a lot of fly balls. I don't know who the hell this is, but I know from the ones I do know, the best spot is Torkelson. It's 30%. Kerry Carpenter got a 94.20. He in a good spot. Dingler might sneak in another one at plus 850 as another long shot. Because like I said, yesterday it looked worse than this and he went yards. So you should be able to do something with a higher exit velocity and a higher barrel. 400 on 365. The lineups be weird. Now, man, I'm telling you, it be players on here I've never seen. Appreciate that follow. I don't be knowing who none of them people is. He give up a double-digit barrel percentage to both, so it don't even matter which side you go. Casey Mize, 12 homers, 4 to lefties, 8 to righties, which is his weaker spot. Damn near 2 homers a game to righties, higher barrel, higher hard hit percentage. More fly balls to the lefty, but more fly balls result in the homers against righties. So, yeah, righties is his weak spot. 23% across the board. All right. Got the barrel. What's 30%, 20, 50, 0, 0, 20. 20% barrel, 10%, 40, 70, 40, 80 at plus 800. Watch Lourdes. He got a 40% fly, 80% hard hit last 5, 40% fly, 70% hard hit last 10. You can see a lot of bright green right here. 93-10, 92-20. So he actually hitting barrels. So, and he a righty, which was that weaker spot. So I would definitely watch him. And you getting him at 8-1 odds. Watch him for sure. %, 50, 60, 60 at 390. Why is his odds so low every day? Man, they gotta put his odds higher till he snap out of, till he get back in his groove. Cause like, nah. I mean, he definitely hitting fly balls. He getting consistent hard hits. I'm not sure what, and more fly balls and more hard hits in his last 5, but an 88 exit velocity average. 51. What's throwing his average so low? Because I see 96, 95, 104, 107, 107. What's making his average so low? I don't know, but Corbin Carroll don't look the worst. This shit deceiving. 88 exit velocity, but I see majority 95 and ups. Detroit look like he, which look like he uptrending. You need to do something because I mean every day his situation look like it. Like you said, it's looking better than the day before, but he just can't get over it. 90%, 70% ground ball, 80% ground ball. Oh, hold on, I gotta go back. Okay, so the lefties he throwing a heavy four seam. Like, look at his power. The power there. Well, we need this shit to look like this, like across the board. Number ground balls. Super powered all ground balls. Let me go back to Carroll. He throwing heavy four seams to these lefties. 88, 40, 40, 40, 40. Didn't he go yard yesterday? Every ground ball. He did. Like at the end of the game or something, right? You see power. You don't see nobody hitting the ball in the air for real. 20% barrel. 40, 30, 20. That's not the worst. You a lefty. Yep. Whoa. 90, 30. 40s, 20, 60. Jake McCarthy playing today? If McCarthy playing, he gonna have long shot odds. I can guarantee you that. See a lot of bright green down here, 30% barrel over his last 10, 40% fly, 20 home run, the fly ball ratio, 20%, 60% hard hit. Watch Jake McCarthy if he play today. I can't never catch him. I done seen Jake McCarthy a few times, and he end up hitting on numerous times, but I never remember to go back and play him once they decide to play him at the end. Is he playing at the end? Now, he always in a good spot, McCann, but he never have odds. He actually got odds today. You a righty, you good. 99-13 is crazy, but it's a lot of line drives. Hard hit percentage there. That's 5, 20-60. Yeah, you crazy with the line drives. He had one homer here. Damn piss missile right here. Everything else is singles or field out. So you got the power. You know, a lot of line drives. A triple merchant to total bases. Anybody here play WNBA? The splitter fucking them up. Fucking who up? Oh, yeah. Look at this dude again. Hold on, last 5, last 10. 40%, 50. 60, 40. Don't got odds today. All this bright green. Let me see. Slider 4 cent. Hold on. 4 seam. Still hitting 60, 40. It's a lot of people in this game that look like they good for total bases. I can tell you that much. He the only. Hold on, let me make sure. He's in a good spot at 8-1 odds, 800. I like this a lot. Marte, total bases. Like they got the power, but they hitting a lot of line drives and ground balls. I like this McCarthy too, especially when I looked at that 4 seam alone. I like McCarthy. If he play. But hold on, McCann, total bases. Like I said, he got the power, a bunch of line drives, and this Del Castillo. You might have to total base this side. His odds be so low and he don't do shit. He did have a little streak last season. McCann 830 now. Oh yeah, hey, that's saying something. If he opened at 1100 and dropped like that, might gotta take this for some sprinkle on that motherfucker. If it went from 1100 to 830, they know something. He damn sure got the power in a 13% barrel. The only thing is like he got a crazy high line drive percentage. That should be scaring me. And more often than not, y'all done seen we call those out and they go out there and get a bunch of doubles or singles. Like that shit a real issue. Rays Yankees, 90 degrees with wind going out. That's a good sign to left field. So you got multiple reasons that the ball should carry further on top of it being a super home run friendly park. Joe Boyle, 1 homer he only done pitched 19 innings to a lefty. Max Fried, 9 homers, 6 to lefties, 3 to righties. He almost giving up 2 homers a game to lefties with a 13% barrel he allowing. And a lot of fly balls resulting to homers, which is crazy. That lefty to lefty split. We got Jazz to the lefties. Oh yeah, you got some people who actually hitting lefties well for the season. All this bright green. Jazz, one of them, last 5, last 10. Let me see. Damn, 60% 4 seams. No wonder he getting his ass lit up. Look at Jazz shit to the 4 seam. He throwing the 4 seam 60% of the time. Why does this say 0 for 0, but he pitched against him? Oh, he walked him. Okay. 101, 30%. Damn. Last 5, 101, 20%. 60% fly ball, 20%. Everything hard, over 95 the last 5. Last 10, 9 out of the 10 balls hit with over 95 exit velo with a higher fly ball percent with the bigger sample size. I'm tripping. I'm talking about Jazz, and I'm thinking about his pitcher. He going against a righty. That's my fault. I'm thinking about him against Max Fried. I'm tripping. So Jazz is in a great spot, and this pitcher is throwing all 4 seams. Look, 60% 4 seam. The next pitch is at 23%. So he throwing nothing but basically all 4 seams. And sheesh, Jazz should look crazy. Fastball dominant 60%. That's crazy. Boiler righty. Yeah, I'm thinking about Max Fried. That's me. I caught myself when I look right here. Another lefty. He's going to throw all 4 seams too. That should look trash. Volpe, last 10, last 5. Is he dominant four seams here? Oh, he four seam to both sides. 95-20 over his last 10. 97 exit velo last 5. High fly ball, consistent 95 mile an hours. Higher fly ball, consistent. Volpe at plus 700 in a good spot. Another person who was in a good spot yesterday. These all day lates that you gotta watch. Gotta watch these day lates. He forced, and don't even put shit up here but the forcing. That's all he throw. 50%, 60, 60, 80. But he don't got a line. Ryan McMahon, what's up, man? When you gonna make your debut? When you gonna show you arrive? 101, 10% barrel last 10. 30% fly, 10, 80. Last 5, no fly balls, all line drives with the 80%. Why don't he got a line? Is it gonna be Ben Rice? I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I swear, more often than not, you know how they did a little thing. I can't remember what it said. It was like 80% of parlays, how you put them, hit the very next day. That exact parlay hits the very next day. And I'm like, 80%? That's crazy high. 8 out of 10 parlays that you put in, one day that lose, the very next day, that exact same parlay hit. That is a high-ass percentage. 20% barrel over his last 10, 20 over his last 5. Oh, shit, hold on. 60% four seam. That's all I want to see. 95-20, 94-40. Line, let me go to last 10. 20%. A lot of ground balls over your last 10. A lot of line drives over the last 5. That does nothing for me, buddy. This motherfucker can't hit a fastball to save his life, or at least with no power. Ben Rice, 90%, 89%, 89 mile an hour exit velo. The fuck? 10% barrel. 30, 20, 20, 30, 10, 30. Oh, I'm tripping. I don't need to see nothing but a four seam. That's all this dude throw. Damn, 96, 20, 30%, 10, 50, 20, 40. But this 20 ain't far away from like the rest of them. Who said Ben Rice? They got him at what, plus 340? He like in a nice little parlay piece spot, 20% barrel. Got some bright green down here. He in the 108, 104, 107, 108. So he damn sure hitting that fastball with power. Dude might get smoked. 80%. 80% of parlays you put in. Yep. It said 3 legs and under. It was a picket pole. 3 legs and under. Most 3 legs that don't hit the very next day, that exact same parlay hit. And I'm like, that is a crazy high ass percentage. 94-20. We seen Jazz, Rosario, all four seam. Oh shit. 97-22 over 10 at bats. Damn. All this shit just lit up like a Christmas tree. 96-20 for my Rosario. He don't got a line. Hey, dude, Rosario got a line, y'all? On FanDuel? Note to self plate. That's crazy. I'm rerunning it again. Hey, dude, he got a line? This shit look crazy. That shit lit up something stupid. And look over here for the full season. This shit ain't like he doing this. Oh, what? Okay, these whatever many at bat, these 10 at bats is all the at bats. I'm about to say this shit is all season long. Wells, I'm not sure if he playing. He got a line though. Giancarlo, all four seams. Just put the four seams up. 95-10, 102-20. Line drives. Line drives. Fuck. No line. The best option is Jazz. Especially when you just looking at this four seam. Like, this should look crazy for Jazz over 10 at bats. You got Jazz. You got Volpe in a good spot for a long shot at plus 700. Which one of these I like, but it was, hold on, I gotta see. 95-20. Color ground balls. Wasn't you? Was it Wales? Oh, Ben Rice was another one. And again, I'm just looking strictly four seam. This dude throws 60% four seams to to left-hand batters. That's literally all they're gonna see today. No line anywhere. So you got Jazz, Ben Rice. Austin Wells right there on that border. I don't know. He only got a 20% fly ball, but again, it's not. See, his last 5 is 40%. Somebody mentioned Wells. I don't know what you want to do with this because his last 5, the fly ball went up, but then the power went down. And then you got this Rosario. If he play, his shit look crazy against the four seam and the slider, and then everything went up against the four seam. He just been hitting the four seam well all year long. But I'm willing to bet my bottom dollar he gonna be in long shot territory if he play. But if I was you, I would probably stick to them lefties. How he's really come up, no facts. And then seeing that he hit the four seam well. See, Rhyming, man, shit, he actually been hitting righties well. The only thing is, it's like, but the righties, let me go look one more time while I'm right here. Like, he hitting righties well. 101 exit velocity over 10 at bats. 98, but what's the 50% line drive, 80% line drive. Total bases for Ryan McMahon. That's what it look like. That's about to be. A bunch of total bases. All right. So yeah, your best bet. And then let me see. I think you even getting him at good value. Where is he at, Jazz? Let me see these odds. 400. Plus 400. Y'all know that's my straight territory. If I can get my favorite batters at plus 400 minimum, good to go. If once I get to going lower than that, then that's when I'm putting 2-3 leg parlays together and maybe round robin. But if I can get you at 4-1 odds, we good to go. What was Ben Wright's odds? 340. I know Volpe was a long shot. And I'm interested if Rosario play, what his line gonna be. Max Fried, we see he giving up 6 homers. His weakness is these lefties. More homers per 9, way double the barrel percentage, more fly balls, more, and this shit like times 10 on the home run to fly ball. Jazz 390 now. On what? Across the board, or you just saying on FanDuel? Oh yeah, that's the highest odds. Okay, I'm with you. I'm with you. Lefties. All right, Yandy, 97-20 over your last 5 at bats. Last 10 at bats, 92-10. 30% fly ball, cool. 40% last 5, cool. Now, is it anything? Yes, super cutter heavy. Okay, 80% ground ball in that cutter though. All your power just got, yeah. Them cutters, straight, produce straight worm rattlers. No Cody? Not for me. I'm not saying, if you see anything, fuck what I'm talking about. For any reason. It's a few people y'all done called that I didn't see, and they still go out there and go yard. But I didn't see it. I looked at Cody with all the pitches and the four seam alone. And in his last 10 at bats, like more recently, he wasn't doing nothing with them. But that park's so damn home run friendly. I feel like it don't even matter. Just lay barrel to bat, and you good. I liked the Yandy until I seen him against this cutter. Shit got real tragic. All of that bright green that was just right here went away. Look at these angles, y'all. Look at these angles on that cutter from a lefty. That shit got bad. Stanton might too. He was in a sneaky spot too. Do you factor pull percentage for left-handed batters and left-handed batters in friendly parks when looking at it? Do I look at it? Yeah, I look at it. Like you talking about right here? I look at it, yeah. Or if you don't want to look at it that way, you can kind of just come right here and you can tell too. Like trying to see exactly where you see they hitting the ball at. So you can see it from here as well if you don't want to look at it from here. I feel like it's better up here probably, right? Instead of scrolling. But again, like if it's not a short porch, if you just a line drive hitter, like even with the pool, I'm still probably gonna just take your total basis. I'm not relying on nobody line drive to be a homer. Can it be a homer? Yes, but I'm not relying on your line drive to be a homer. I'm gonna treat it as such and feel like that bitch gonna just smack the front of the wall and come back towards us. But that is a good point though. That is something you can look at. Sinkers. So sinkers to lefties and cutters to righties. Hold on. So all the pitches. Did somebody mention him? He don't look good as he did the last couple days. 10% barrel, 101.20. Damn. But let's see, cutter. And you know what? It makes sense now why righties he don't give up a lot of homers to. If you pay attention to when I go to cutter for everybody, all of their angles just go to negatives. So that specific pitch is not creating homers. No, it's players who hit him. Yandy Diaz one of the best. It ain't even. I'm not gonna even say Caminero. Yandy Diaz is definitely one of the best. What I said, I'm not relying on no line drive to go for a homer. That's what I'm not gonna do. Can you hit a line drive homer? Yeah, but I'm not relying on your no line high line drive. If you told me like, okay, all three bats gonna be all line drive, I'm not relying on one of them to be no homer. Sinker, cutter, killing homers. Yeah, you know that. Look, every single righty we just went to, like him. Like, look at this. This shit look crazy. Last 5 at bats, he held the line drive anyway. But it don't even matter. Like, even with just these metrics, these are the type of metrics you want to see for home runs. When you go to that cutter that he throw to these righties, all of these angles go straight down to the ground. Like, and now it makes sense why he don't give up a lot of homers to righties. Because one thing about me, when I be looking at this shit, I'm trying to understand the game more through analytics, right? So I be trying to make it make sense through what I'm seeing. I already see you don't give up the righty, so now it makes sense why I'm seeing every single person thing go down. Now, sinkers is different to lefties. He got a high-ass exit velocity against sinkers. Look at this, though. Not a fly ball in sight. That's crazy. 0% is nuts. Like, give a nigga something to work with. Did he end up playing yesterday, y'all? Whoa, last 94-10, high fly ball, 10% home run to fly ball, 50% hard hit. So this looked decent, right? Shit about to get tragic. I hope it don't, though. 94-0, let me see, 30. And he actually kept his fly ball percent up against the cutter. And he kept his power up. Last 5, 40%, 40. And he kept that power up. This the first one actually against the cutter who makes sense. He kept his exit velocity up and he kept his fly ball up against the cutter. I don't know. Did he play yesterday? And he had 525 today. He the only one that had decent metrics against the damn cutter. Lefty sinkers. 20% barrel. Off. Fucking. He usually play against lefties. Do you remember if he played yesterday? I ain't seen DeLuca in a minute. So, shit look rough. I like this Christopher right here. Now, I'm gonna let y'all make that decision. You got Yandy. Look at this. Yandy, Caminero. Hold on, let me go to these last 5. Yandy, Caminero, and Jose. Y'all can make those decisions. I'm going to them for a reason. All of them got bright green exit velocity and barrels. If you just don't isolate the cutter. That's up to y'all if you gonna let if you okay with this, or if that cutter is persuading you to stay away from their homer. There's no wrong answer. That's all a self thing. I went to them specifically for a reason though. Because if you don't eliminate the cutter and you keep the curve and the four seam in there, they all got great metrics. Well, he got a 20% barrel. Was he in? No, not Junior. That don't look as good as I thought it did. Yandy and this. Those two got great metrics, exit velocity and barrel, if you do not isolate that cutter. No, I think, yeah, he got traded yesterday before the game started. So I'm gonna let y'all make a decision on them. As far as, because if you do like them, you got Yandy at 525 and you got a long shot with this Jose Caballero. Ain't 2 L's a Y? Ain't that how that work in Spanish? So is his name like Caballero? How you say that? But yeah, so you got great exit velocity and barrel percentages with both of them if you stay away from looking at the cutter alone. So I'll let you make that decision. What about him? Caballero? That's how you say his name? Yeah. We been did over there. The thing with Wells was I just didn't like he had a super low fly ball percent. He had the metrics. He got power. He got barrel. If you don't care about that, by all means, take him. His lower fly ball percentage was the only thing that bothered me to where I was like, I would probably pivot to total bases. But he got the power. He had a deep fly out yesterday. Dodgers, Reds, best park target for homers, 90 degrees, great for carry, winds going out to right field. So you're gonna have some, winds ain't coming in. That's I tell y'all that all the time. Don't think too hard into it's going left, it's going right. If it's not coming in, you should be in good shape. Um, yeah. So you got Tyler Glass now, 5 homers, 3 to lefties, 2 to righties. He giving up 13% barrel to righties, 43% hard hit, a crazy amount of fly balls, 17% home run to fly ball. Then you got Nick Lodolo, 16 homers on the season, 2 to lefties, 14 to righties. And you can see that righties is his weakness. Not only do he give up 90% of the homers there, just look at the other metrics. 10% barrel, over a homer a game, more hard hits, more fly balls result into home runs. Let's see what we got going on over here. This goddamn Ellie, righty. Ellie got to snap out of it. You've been playing too well against them. But the one thing I will say, he gonna get you some hits and some total bases. Look, his fly ball to these pitches is 0. One fly ball out of his last 10 at bats from a righty pitching 4-seam sinker curve slider. Another dominant 4-seam pitcher. The power went up. The barrel 10%. Power went up. Barrel went up on the last 5. 60% ground balls, 40% ground ball, 50% line drive. Anybody still riding the Ellie wave? Is y'all still like waiting on that one? Like anybody still playing them? Because like I said, the one thing that I tell myself that I fight with when I'm off stream is the metrics or the stat cast. You're not the only one. I also had that issue when I see bright green power, when I see super power, but then I see low fly balls. It's kind of like I'm trying to figure out which way do I go. Do I rely on the power of this game, or do I rely on the stat cast? And that's why I say some of these you got to make that decision because we see the power, but more often than not, as of recent, it's just too much thinking into that. So I just pivot total bases and call it a day. Total bases or hit run RBIs when I see that. But for the longest, I used to have the biggest like war with myself. Like, damn, do I take the power or do I rely on the stat cast where it's telling me, yeah, he hit hard, but he ain't hitting no fly balls. Which route do I go? And I basically was every day I would take some of these, some of those, and then I start tracking it to see which one will work better for me. So now for me, I just go total basis because more often than not, from my own personal tracking my own bets, when it was low fly ball percentages, they wasn't hitting homers on the days I took them for homers, even with a low fly ball. So I'm like, yeah, enough of this shit. I be playing that nigga. I'm not, you're not wrong because it's hard to the way you see he been hitting them all year. Like let's say for the 4-seam, like you see he got the power, bright green power. You see he got a 99 exit velo with a 23% barrel for the full year going against righties pitching a 4-seam. So I'm not mad at you for that at all. It's like at the end of the day, it's on him to go out there and do his part. So I ain't mad at nobody who's still playing his homers. Because the power said it's just like he just been out there selling as far as home runs. He still got a 300 batting average against him. That's the thing. It's like that's another reason why I just pivot total bases because he been getting crazy amount of hits. It's just not going up. So it's like I'm not even about to sit there and stress that shit no more. To be honest, till he get back in his groove, I can't do it. But I ain't know like do y'all? I know people be having that battle because I damn sure do. Dominant 4-seam to everybody again. We got another 4-seam heavy. 60% 20 40. 40-0-20. Super 4-seams, super 4-seams. 92-20, 60-20, 40. Who is this? Matt McClain. 475, crazy high fly balls. Good home run to fly ball ratio. 40% hard hit of these last 5. 92 exit velo, 20% barrel against the 4-seam from a righty. And I think Matt McClain was in a good spot yesterday, and I don't think he really did. I'm telling you, man, these day lates stick out to me more and more every single day. 95 exit velo, no fly balls, over 10 at bats. That's crazy. I can't get him right neither, bro. I'm gonna start running 2-man because it's always the third damn leg. Well, see, all you gotta do, Dage, is just if you run it in a 3-man round robin. I showed y'all the last couple of streams that a round robin 3-leg is basically 3 2-legs. So if you got 3 people for a round robin and if you got 3 people on a parlay, if you got 3 of them for a double, just round robin by 2s. So if one lose, you still win. All that mean when they be saying round robin 2s times 3, it's 3 2-leg combinations in that 3-leg. So you will win every single time if you lose in a 3-leg by 1 leg. All you got to do is just round robin, and you will win that every single time. Where am I? McLean, Bucks. Y'all got to get that round robin in y'all arsenal. Especially, I mean, like, if you're going to be a person who going to insist on parlaying, you might as well get everything that come with a parlay. So many people leave money on the board. And then, some people love playing like 4, 5, 6, 8-leg parlays. So round robin and them make no sense, which it really don't, because that's when it's going to get super expensive. I keep telling y'all, the sweet spot number is 3. If you stay at 3, I don't give a fuck what you running. You will be good. You can round robin that and don't spend a lot of money. You can do so many things with a 3-leg. Once you go over 3 legs, shit get way more expensive. And the money start being weird. If you take a 3-leg and round robin that bitch by 2s, you can take one amount, split it in 4. Put one on the parlay, and then put the other 3/4 of that 4 in the round robin 2 spot. It's an even split. 4 ways. You can any number you can split 4 ways. Once you get to adding 4, 5 legs, the round robin got to be split times 8 times 9 times. It's get weird. 3 is the sweet spot for homers, for doubles, for total bases. You can do everything you want with 3 legs and split an even amount of money 4 ways and be good. You got to get the round robin. I see too many 3 legs on the timeline lose by 1 leg and the nigga walk away with no money. I'm like, if you would have round robin it was a 2-leg parlay in there that just won, and you got nothing from that. I say it every stream, round robin, run your straights. Every stream I say those 2 things till I'm blue in the face. If I don't tell you nothing else. And I even did videos, whether it be on, it's one on my Twitter and on 3 streams ago on YouTube, where I even actually go on FanDuel and do it for you so y'all can see like the math of it or how it works. You got a round robin home run parlays. To put one amount on the full 3-leg and just be like, if this hit, it hit. If it don't, it don't. Makes no sense. You losing so much money when 2 of them 3 hit and you ain't putting nothing on the round robin. You got to. And you're gonna win more money than you spent on the round robin and the parlay together. Trust me. Trust me. Spencer Steer, he in a good spot again. 92%, 92 exit velocity, 30% barrel over 10 at bats. That's crazy. Let's see if he can keep it with this 4-seam. 94-20. Yep. Last 5, 92-20. 60% fly, 20-40 air. Tyler Stevenson, and you getting him at 5-1 odds. And builders, for sure, yeah. But I'm just talking about the people, like most people don't play builders. Most people don't play straights. I've come to that reality, so I don't even speak on those. I'm just speaking on the lottos. If you stay at 3 legs, you can round robin and split an amount, an even amount of times. Even amount of times. Every single time. More people, like I said, the biggest thing with people is most people think a round robin mean you got to spend more money. They think more plays mean more money. That's like one of the biggest faults, that people don't play straights or round robins in they parlays. Their mind says more plays mean more money, but that's not the actuality. If you know how to split your money up, you don't got to spend more money because you did 4 plays. 4 plays. You can spend the same amount on 4 plays as you spend on 1 play. You're just gonna split that amount into 4. 5. So yeah, Tyler Stevenson at 5-1 odds. see, four seam, four seam, four seam. We got a lot of 40% barrel, 30% barrel, 50, 20, 60, 60, 26. It's the same players from yesterday, y'all. Stevenson, Hayes. I don't even. There's no point in looking at him. His shit look crazy every single day. Benson. Hold on, you got the power. It's too much bright green right here. 40, 60, 60, 60. What's the issue? 60, 40. Higher metric. Will Benson in a good spot again today, and he got the most favorite odds. That's the crazy part. He got the most favorite odds out of everybody. Jake Fraley, four seam. Whoa, what just flickered like that? That was just bright green and went away. 85, 10. 20% barrel. 91-30 to the fastball. 40% barrel the last 5 to the fastball. Fly balls, home run to fly ball ratio, consistent hard hits, 50, 10, 40. It's the same exact 4 players from yesterday, y'all. Same exact players against another four-seam dominant player. Yeah, it's the same. Literally, it's the same shit from yesterday. Stevenson, Austin Hayes, Will Benson, and I don't even know what do that even say. And Marte, what the fuck? What is his name? Steer. This is Steer. All right, so look, last 10 against all the pitches. Last 5, like his exit velocity is super low. Let me see against the four seam. It come up a little better, 10% barrel, 40, 60, 40. So, to be, I don't know. Like that's on you to decide that one. I'm his exit velocity is just too low. It's just too many inconsistent, hard hits. But again, sure, the way I look at it is like look at this, look at these. Especially when you look at these four seams. Like look at this four seam here. Look at the four seam here. Look at the four seam here. Oh shit. Look at the four seam here. It's just like I'm not saying he's the worst, but it's stuff that look way better. He has 600 odds. He got good odds though. If you feel like he can go crazy today, he damn sure got some good value at 600. You said, oh yeah, so you got Steven. It's literally the same 4 players from yesterday. Hold on, what was McLean? That was I feel like I said his name. 84, 10, 50, 10, 30, 60, 20, 40. Oh, McLean in there. Like, yeah, it was McLean, Stevenson, Hayes, Benson. Like, it's really the righties. What is his weakness? Tyler Glass now. That's where he give up the most damage at. And we seen the same thing yesterday. I expected more of them to go yard on Yamamoto yesterday. So do they do it today? We shall see. But it's like the same people going against another fastball, dominant right hand pitcher. They just got to go out there and do their part. Shohei is at plus 200. His odds better today than they was yesterday. That shit look crazy. 98-40 over 10 at bats to lefties. He throwing a curve, crazy. 96-33. 3 at bats from a lefty and a curveball. He only got 3 at bats, but these metrics look stupid. I think last night get 7 Ks, especially coming off a 12 piece. You be into them Ks. Randy Pothead. 30-40. Last 10, last 5. Anything super dominant? Nope. 93 exit velocity, 30-40. I wish it 40-20. They got something better than that. What's up with Mookie, y'all? You're gonna get a lot of curveballs, buddy. Sheesh. It should look crazy. Freddie Freeman and Shohei's look crazy. It's not a lot. It's only they both only got 3 at bats from a lefty pitching a curveball. Or throwing a curveball, I should say. But both of they shit through the roof. 101 33, 96 33. But if I had to pick one, not only because of Tiny better, the one thing I keep telling y'all is if you trying to decide, especially when we like isolate a pitch, see who actually is pitching well against all the pitches over 12% as well. In case they decide to come, he try to be sneaky today and try to come 4-seam sinker. You know what I'm saying? Because he done seen that he hit the curveball well. Well, guess what? That shit won't matter neither. He terrorizing that too. So if I got 2 players, especially if I only got you off the isolated pitch, I'm gonna always somebody just mentioned him. Didn't somebody say Hernandez? That power shit. Ruiz is sneaky. What's up with it, Pedro? Man, that nigga broke. He's broke. 10% barrel, more barrels his last 5 at bats, 40%, 40, 30, 50 is anything you got to worry about. Who is this? Tommy Edman, 500. You said, somebody said, who in the wheels, a weak spot? Ruiz. Who was Ruiz? Oh, down here. Okay. Last 10, last 5, Conforto. You a lefty, ain't you? Yep. And that curveball. Oh, you only got 1 at bat against the curve. That's gonna be tough. Trying to see them on curveballs alone. But he got a 96-20 with no fly balls. Heard. Will Smith, 30% barrel last 10 at bats. More barrels his last 5 at bats. Bro. What the fuck? 30% barrel, 92 exit velocity. Going against the lefty. What you doing? 500 slug with a 230 ISO on the year. 4 homers. What y'all like this Will Smith? What y'all think about Will Smith? Another lefty. Curve heavy. Smith total bases. What was this? Plus a 70. Hit fly balls. 40% hard hit, 20% home run to fly ball ratio. He don't even got enough at bats to do 10. Hmm. How many homers you got? 1 on the year? And it's what, 1 against righties? Oh, yo, 1 is against right. Oh, lefties, I mean. 400 slug with a 200 ISO on 15 at bats. Whoever said that he was in a sneaky spot, y'all ain't lying. At plus 870. And the best time to play him is now in this little league ass park. So yeah, you got hey y'all. Is this Shohei really 200 or did it drop to like plus 140? Mike Lowry. Hey, Shohei 200. Where the thing that I have? Yeah, this is trash. You know, I probably wouldn't go off of this curveball alone, even though that look like that. It's only 3 at bats. Will Smith, I like for these total bases. I like his barrel. You got a low fly ball percent, but it ain't too crazy. Let me see. In last 5, 0. Yeah, this Ruiz, watch him at plus 870. His 2 total bases is probably, let me see. 2 total bases, damn near plus 200. Go that route if need be. You got almost plus 200 for his 2 total bases. Yeah, he has 200, 190 FanDuel, 185. Oh, he a 200 on Bet 365. Cool. Yeah, that's a good parlay piece. You already know he go. You get the 199. That shit over with. Not touching that. Phillies, White Sox. I feel like it's a lot of. I don't even know what's going on, but Phillies, oh down. I can't believe they lost to the White Sox yesterday. 80 degrees, great. 33% chance of rain. Where's this game, man? That shit done got down to a 9% chance, so we good. 9-mile-an-hour winds going to left field, going out. Who's the favorite from Dodgers? Who was it from Dodgers, y'all? Shohei. Shohei. And you got a long shot with this Ruiz. You can go Will Smith. I like him more for total bases. He ain't got no fly balls in his last 5 at bats against those pitchers, and I think in his last 10 it was like 2. Not too much of my boy. I'm just saying, like, damn, y'all lost to these bums. But remember, this was one of the top 2 projected games for homers. That's why I say they owe down today. Luzardo, 10 homers. All 10 is the righties. He a left-hand pitcher and haven't given up a homer to lefties. Jonathan Cannon. This is another reason why I feel like it should be a good day for homers for them. Cannon is ass. 14 homers, 7 to both hands. About over a homer and a half to both hands. 10% barrel to both hands. Hard hits. He give up more more fly balls to righties. And they about the same, even like 19, 15, they about the same as far as home run and fly balls. So they should be able to take Cannon ass up top. That's what I'm hoping, at least. I feel like they got to come out there with a vengeance. No way y'all lost to these. But I'm not going to say that, though, because, I forgot. You the White Sox. Got you. But they've been balling. I think they just said they 6-2 of their last 10. So I ain't, them boys going crazy. I forgot. You not Philly. You fuck with these boys. They've been hot. You right. What's up, Kenny? They've been hot. Yeah, but the one thing I did say, remember, we was talking about them yesterday. They got young killers. I feel like they need to get rid of Luis Robert. Get rid of his ass while he got a little bit of trade value and get something. I don't know what they need, but they literally got some killers. Chase, Ball. I don't know if it's Ballman, young Teal, Montgomery, Slater. That's the demon over there. I would trade Lubob and just rock with Slater on like the vet side. Benintendi's still there. Like they got some killers over there. Can't lie. Four-seam dominant. Let me see. Last 5. Exit velocity there. 60%, 50 over 10 at bats. 40, 60, 60. Okay. Miguel Vargas. And we needed to be a righty. Them lefties ain't got no love coming. At least off the paper. I got to make sure I say that now because that Yu Darvish shit got me rattled. So I like this Vargas. Vargas, 92 exit velo last 10, last 5. I'm tripping. Let me look at this 4-seam. 95, 93, and then you look, a lot of fly balls, a lot of hard hits. That's all you need. You just want to see somebody who can get the ball in the air a lot, and they got power to go with it. Those are the 2 of the main things we need to go yard. Smack the piss out my cubbies. Yeah, y'all need to get rid of Lou Bob while he got a little bit of value, because I guarantee you, if y'all wait till after this year, y'all not going to get what y'all want, because he is having one of the worst seasons after, like the fall off need to be studied. So if y'all don't get rid of that nigga now, and guess what the funny thing is? Guess who the main target looking for him? Philly. If y'all don't get rid of him now, he going to lose value next year, because that nigga is playing like some shit. But I see he coming around, which works for y'all as well. Get a little bit of that value back. Make him think that he bouncing back. But y'all got to get rid of Lou Bob. Y'all got to get rid of that nigga. 92-20. Chase, damn, hold on. And Chase is, you a righty. You're righty. It's going. 40% fly ball, 10% home run to fly ball ratio, 50% hard hit. We get fly balls. We getting hard hits. Last 5, same thing. And he's gonna throw a lot of 4-seams. Oh my God. Look at all this bright green right here, y'all. Back-to-back at bats. Back-to-backs. And that's the one thing I keep telling y'all. Like, pay attention to that. You want to see consistent. So when y'all be seeing all of this bright green, just look at it like it's back-to-back at bats. You're not going to hit a homer every time, but guess what you are doing? You giving me the best chance of one of those going over the fence is if every time you come up the bat, you can do this. Hit it with this power, this angle, this distance. You know what I'm saying? If you can do that every time, yeah, everyone might not be a homer, but you damn sure putting me in a great spot. 96 exit velocity, 20% barrel to the four seam, 80% fly ball, 20% home run to fly ball ratio, 60% hard hit. And he's at 870. We called Chase a couple days ago and we caught him at these odds. They better learn. I feel like we're gonna keep getting good. We're gonna keep getting good value on these young boys over here until they get more consistent. But that's fine with me. They go to Lou Bob right here. Look, he actually been playing well. 96-20. He hitting lefties well. He actually hitting lefties very well. He got damn near a 600 slug with a 300 ISO for the season against them with almost a 300 batting average. So this is what we want. 30% fly ball, 30 elite home run to fly ball. 30% or higher home run to fly ball ratio. That's what you really, really want. 70% hard hit. Last 5, 40. Damn, it went up even higher. 40, 40, 60. At 560. And then that shit got crazier on the four seam. Are they okay with these odds? 30%, 1070. 40, 20, 80. Lou Bob going yard again today, y'all? Look stupid. He said for Outman South Valley. You don't think you can get more than Outman for him? Nah, it's like the first lefty we seen, which makes sense. I wouldn't come out here with not one lefty today, except for it's Montgomery. What hand is he? Damn, he throwing sweepers to these lefties. Oh yeah, pack these lefties the fuck up. Yeah, pack these. Don't bring a lefty out here today. Come all righties. Switch hitter. So you're gonna bat right. So you're gonna get four seams all game. Okay. 92-20. 20% barrel. You got a lot high line drive. So I'll pass on you, buddy. But total base is good. My boy Michael Taylor. I know your shit look crazy. Another one. Hey, Michael Taylor young, right? White Sox fans or shit, anybody that know. Ain't Michael Taylor young? You could put this motherfucker in that fourth spot because he definitely got consistent power. Get Lou Bob out that fourth spot. Put him there. He a young one? Did we do the Cubs game? No, we ain't get Cubs. No, we ain't did no Cubs. Like put Mike Taylor there. 97 exit velo, 40% barrel last 5, 94-30 last 10. Put his ass in that fourth spot. And you're gonna see fastballs. Oh my God. I don't think chat. Have we ever, for the ones who be here daily, have we ever seen a 70% barrel over 10 at bats? I don't think we ever seen that. He been around for a minute. We ain't never seen 70 over 10 at bats, right? We've seen 60. You might get a 60 or some on 5, which is like a smaller. I don't think we ever seen a 70% barrel for 10 at bats. Hell nah. What the fuck? 50, 10, 90. Please throw this nigga a four seam. Please throw a fastball over that plate, man. Piss missiles incoming. He is destroying these bitches. 108, 109, 109, 109, 108, 101, 103, 105. Please throw this nigga a four seam. 102.70 is insane. 101.60 over 5 at bats. That is crazy. And they got this nigga odds at plus 700. Oh my God. That's got to be the best shit we done ever seen on stream. I ain't never seen no 70% barrel over 10. Let me just see over. Let me see something. Just to have like a 50% over 15 at bats. That shit is insane. Michael Town today, I don't even. Right, Kurtz, we never seen 70 over 10 at bats. Ever. And then another one. 500 slug with a 260 ISO. He terrorizing all power shit on left-hand batters. Yeah, we need that. Mike Tauchman, you a lefty. Y'all think he gonna play today? His shit look crazy. 98-40 over 5 at bats. 94-20. It's nothing. Hold on. Y'all getting 50% sweepers. Yeah, pack that shit up. I'm not fucking with that sweeper as a main pitch. Brooke Baldwin, you gonna bet righty, so we gotta just see the four seam. He played yesterday. I'll take his 2 bases any day. Hell yeah. Hit 2 bases. His 2 bases damn near 300. Who? Taylor? Man, don't tell me that. Don't tell me his that I hate the sweeper, but I don't really be paying no attention when it's just some shit you throw here and there. For you to have a 50% sweeper, fuck no. If you got a 50% sweeper, knuckle curve, or any of that weird shit, I'm fork balls and all that, hell no. If that's your main pitch, I'm cool on that. I don't care about you just throwing it here and there, but if that's your 50% pitch, fuck no. Look, look. Nigga, that sweeper make niggas look like they belong in AAA. Everything come down when you see that shit as the main pitch. Slater, I know your shit probably about to go crazy. 94-20, 96-20. Fly balls come with these? It does. 60-20-70. 60-20-80. What's your odds? Why are... Don't worry about it. I'm telling y'all, this might have to be a team, y'all, we stay locked in on. Because y'all notice every day that they be having crazy ass odds for just like the power hitters. And they be going out there performing. Like, what was Lubob's shit? Like even his shit is at 560. Like, what the fuck? Chase, 870. Crazy metrics. Michael Taylor, crazy shit, 700. I feel like I'm missing one of them that was in here. Slater, this shit look crazy. 700. Like, what are we doing here? They gonna keep giving us this value. Teal, I know his shit about to look crazy. This the first time it didn't. I like him too. Is he a rookie, y'all? Oh, damn. You got to deal with the sweeper, my boy. My bad. Not today. Oh, and Montgomery. Montgomery been going crazy. Sweeper? Nah. Nah. 750 for Slater. It went up. Hey, y'all, look. We got some crazy shit going on here. You got all the righties here. So, look. You got Chase. Crazy shit, right? And they're about to see a lot of four seams. So, you got Chase. You got Lubob. You got Taylor, which is by far the best shit I done seen in a long time. Look at all these back-to-back at-bats where he just terrorizing shit. But look, so you got Chase, Lubob, which Luis Robert, for the ones who don't know, Taylor, and Slater. Every single one of them outside of Lubob, and you still getting him at 560. Every single one of them was plus 700 or higher. That is insane value. And we get that shit every single day. And that's where all 10 of the homers coming from. Is the righties. Like, appreciate that follow. And the wind blowing out to left field, which is going to help those righties. Good call on that. I don't know if you've been in here or not. I don't know if I seen your name or not. What's up with it, Juicy? So, good call on that. Like, it's a lot going on over there. I might run all four of them straight and live with it on God. Because if only one of them got a hit, even Lubob at plus 560, you going to damn near, you going to hit crazy profit. If one of them four hit, that might be the move. What was it? Robert, Slater, Taylor, Chase. Yeah, I might play all four of them solo. Since the lowest odds was 560, I'm still making a crazy flip if just one of them niggas hit. That's how you got to approach this. I'm telling y'all, this gambling shit ain't nothing but a game of numbers. This shit ain't nothing but numbers. You figure that shit out and you start knowing how to look at them odds and knowing splitting your money, what's profitable, you can play all four of them straight. And if just Lubob at plus 560 hit, you dumb profit. You only need one of them to hit to go green. You said and Vargas, but Vargas didn't look nothing like them though. But Vargas too though. You right. It seemed like it's all the righties. It was all the righties. They get the Phillies pitchers too much credit against bad teams. Trey Turner, 95 exit velo, over 10 at bats, 10% barrel. A lot of sinkers. 92-10. 20 ground balls on the last. Oh no. So I gotta make sure I pay attention to that. This shit look bad with all the pitches. So what about with the sinker? Sword shit looks stupid, but that so does them fucking odds. 104-40 over 10 at bats. Crazy. 30% fly ball, 90% hard hit. Last 5, 100% hard hit, 107.40. That is a crazy ass exit velocity. What he got going on over here? So the cutters to lefties. He pouncing on them bitches too. 40% pause, 10% 80. That's crazy. But again, that's Kyle Schwarber with them crazy ass odds. Ain't nothing going on. Nothing going on, my boy. Sinkers. Who hitting a sinker? Well, that's a righty. 90, hold on, 92 20, 40 60, 30 40. Sold me yesterday. Remember, I was about to say he was in a decent spot too. Daler double yesterday. It was 550. It looked like they're going to be hitting a lot of doubles and home runs. Like, them boys got crazy power. That might be the move. I ain't going to lie. But shit, they might come out here and kick their ass again. I ain't know them boys that it's like they right now, and that's the good thing. Like, we know they hot, and that's why it's showing in their last 10 at bats. They cooking. Bryson Stott. Lefty cutter. Kepler. Last 5, 96, 20, 60% line drive, 80% hard hit. Your line drive, fly ball go. Let me see it. Y'all about to see a lot of cutters. Oh, you got a high fly ball percent to cutters. And hold on. 91-10, 92. Did it drop? What's his odds? Max Kepler. Watch Max Kepler. He got a 60% fly ball last 5, 70 last 10, 50% hard hit with a 91 exit velo, 10% barrel. And they got him at plus 450. Yeah, I can already tell where I'm going. I think I'm definitely about to be on the other side. There's more value there. Damn. You hitting fly balls? Worm rattlers. Definitely. Hold on. Let's isolate this pitch that you. What is it? Cutters for lefties. The metrics look crazy though. I ain't gonna lie. Straight motherfucking dirt shakers though. Damn. When Kepler low like that, he usually go. He might. He might go. I liked that. I like the Max Kepler. Not only did I like Max Kepler, like he got some power shit going on. But the one thing that he got over everybody else that was the lefties outside of Sword, he hit the cutter well. A lot of bright green right here. And you right, I haven't seen his eyes under 500 in a minute. Bryce Harper, again, you got to make that decision. Do you go power or do you pay attention to this high ground ball percentage? Last 5, 80%, last 10, 60. Or do you say, fuck all that, and I'm going to just go with the power and the barrel percentage? Snake killer. Not worm burners is crazy. So, or that route. That's the smart route to go. Probably the double. Michael Taylor, 5 total bases is plus 1,500. There she goes, Steelers fan. That's who y'all almost cashed out. She had Nathan Luke, 5 total bases at some crazy odds, and she had his 2 homers at plus 8,000 and was literally this close to hitting that bitch if Cedric Mullen didn't go up and take it off the wall and rob him of the second homer. So you might want to listen when she get to talking that 5 total bases and shit like that, because she damn sure had it yesterday. Did the 5 total bases hit? Now that I think about it, because I feel like he had more than 2 hits. I mean, more than 1 hit. 1 hit was 4 total bases off his homer. Did he hit the 5 total bases? And Mundo Sosa, you're going to see a lot of sinkers. And that shit ain't talking about nothing. Sosa, Rojas. Got the power. Where's that sinker at? See, he keeping y'all from hitting fly balls, throwing y'all a bunch of damn sinkers. I see what he got going on, and cutters and shit like that. So, yeah, so look, y'all got to make the decision. Kyle Schwarber is definitely by far the best. If you don't mind playing 190, he's the best option. Max Kepler was in a good spot today for once. Bryce Harper, you got to make that decision. He got the power and the barrel for damn show. The only issue is, like, oh, look, I didn't even peep this, though. Even off of all the pitches, he not getting no fly balls really on none of these. But when I seen that he about to see a lot of cutters, it really went up the fly ball. I mean, the ground balls. But he got the power, and he's hitting this cutter with crazy power. So that's on you to decide. Do you go power or StatCast? How? What's SC? Kyle Sword 4 total bases with Michael Taylor 4 total bases. Oh, I like Marsh too. Let me see. Did I miss something, Marsh? Definitely got the power. Let me see. Hold on. Let's total bases though for sure. They hitting 70 and 80% ground balls. Now he do got a crazy hard hit percentage, but again, I don't give a fuck if you hit it 300 miles an hour. It does nothing for me if it's going this way. If it's going down, that ain't doing nothing for me. But that'll get you some total bases though. That's that shit that get the zipping right past second and third base. I mean, in the shortstop in them gaps. That'll definitely get you on base. But that can't do nothing for me as far as no homer. You can hit hardest. Jesus, shit. You can't get it like the ball in the air is over. Definitely a chalk day looks like. Did we see a lot? Yeah, it looked. I've seen a lot of chalk, but it's also some value. I'm watching this game very, very closely because the White Sox has my full attention. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Red Sox Twins. We got 82-degree weather, so we got some good carry to help carry the ball with the hot weather. And you got winds going out to right field. That'll favor your lefties, which is good to know because guess what? Lucas Giolito is dirt to fucking lefties. So not only is you dirt to lefties, we got wind that's gonna help these lefties out. He giving up 13 homers, 7 to lefties, 6 to righties. He'd giving up a homer and a half to lefties, 1.3 to righties. That's why I said it. Higher barrel percentage to lefties, more hard hits, more fly balls, and more fly balls result in homers. You know what I'm saying? So some of those fly balls that people hit that's usually a fly out, you know, he more often than not, if a lefty can get a decent amount of fly balls, more often than not, it's going over that fence. You have to play one chalk play today. So is Buxton playing today? He got odds. Is he back from that little rib injury or whatever y'all say? So you got the power. And I talk about him too. Like, think about it, y'all. We talk about these players every day. And there's certain players that I come across every day and say the same thing. I'd be like, you got the power, but it'd be like this. And you can tell I'm not lying. Of course, somebody will sneak one in. But most of these players that we've been seeing that I say that for, they go out there and do absolutely, I'm not going to say absolutely nothing. It don't be no homers going on. And that's why I've been paying attention to this more, like, because it definitely been, we go out there. Somebody had at me yesterday on Twitter and was like, he had said that Gunner was banned. And I asked, I'm like, I don't even know what y'all seen in Gunner for a homer. We looked at it, you know, on here. I'm like, he don't hit fly balls. I'm not taking nobody for a homer that have a 0% fly ball. No fly balls, it's a no-go. Look, his power went up, y'all, against the 4-seam. It's just heavy on the ground balls. What's this, a righty? I don't know. Trevor Lawrence definitely fell off too, or at least he going through something. Is he coming off of an injury? So he fastball dominant to both hands. That's why he getting cooked. You notice those fastball dominant pitchers, the ones who give up the most homers. 30%, 50, 20, 40. They probably won't see him. The name that's it, I want to put up the name that said I wouldn't have put 2 cents on him. Yeah, it's his name. And that's why I say you can't go off names. I'll be damn. I tell y'all that I'm not playing us. I don't give a fuck who you are. You got this. And guess what? Correa actually got 3 homers against him. Let me see if over last 10. Last 10 at bats. Let's see 15. God damn, how far I'm about to go? Till you hit a fly ball. 20 at bats and you got a 10%, 2 out of 20. Man, hell no. Go to the nearest hell with that. If anything, I might go total bases. You got power. I just went 20 bats back and he have no fly ball. That's crazy. But he got crazy. Now let's see if that's still the same. Nigga. He got crazy power and he consistent with it too. 80% hard hit. You can look right here and see how many 100 exit miles an hour. Look at them angles. 65. Dirt. No, that's in the air. That's too damn high. That was a super fly ball. 14%, 2010, 1. Minus worm rattler. Like it's too much going on over there. At plus 600, y'all can keep that one. Oh, somebody said y'all say he not coming back this series because he damn sure got the power. Dog, what the fuck? We need a lefty anyway. That's what who it's gonna be, a lefty. 95, 10, 50% ground, 40% ground, 95. The velocities is there with all of them. Just go to the four seam. He throwing this damn four seams at 450. There's no way them his odds. 80% fly ball, 40 crazy home run to fly ball. If Matt Warner hit the ball in the air, that bitch is good as gone. He ain't wasting nan fly ball. He ain't wasting no fly balls. 40% home run to fly ball. That shit go up, it's out of here. 60%, 20, 50. Last five. 80, 40, 100. Damn. Oh my God. And he hit the four seam even better. 80, 40, 100. 60, 20, 50. Matt Warner, there's no way they got him at 450. Giving you that value on this shit is crazy. Cody, oh my God. 97.20. 96.20. All this bright green. That shit, man. 50% 60. 40 80. Go back to all the pictures. Was he 40% 70? And then 52. Sheesh, I think we found our lefties. Royce Lewis. That shit green as fuck too. 99.20. Gonna see a lot of four seams. 98. Let me see. 20%, 70, 20, a lot of line drives in his last 10. Even when you add the slider. Royce definitely got the power to go. He got a 20% fly ball, 80%. Let me see, last 10. 40% fly ball, 20%, 80. So you can add him in there. This the dude right here, not him. Him. He went yard yesterday. Who the fuck is this? Because he damn sure didn't hit the radar yesterday. 60, 40, 50, 30, 50, 60, 40, 20, 80. He might be in a sneaky spot again. He hit a lot of fly balls and he got a lot of high hard hit percentage. Who do? Oh, Royce. Where's the short side of this? 339. Dude, we want the lefty who got the highest pull. Which one of them got the highest pull? 80% pull. 60%. Hold on to this four seam. 40 here. Shit for Warner. Hold on. Okay, you got an 80 against everything. Because if he a lefty pulling right, he pulling to this short 328 side. That's what we looking for sure. Mm-hmm. Yep, look where all them four seams going. That's exactly where nigga want them at. So look, you got Matt Warner and Cody Clemens. Those are by far the best two options. Not only because they metrics, but that's the weaker side for Giolito. And then add Royce Lewis in there. Crazy power against the four seam and all three pitches. And them lefties is who getting favored by the wind. So the lefties getting favored by the wind. They got the shorter side is over there, 328. And Giolito got crazy stats, a crazy weakness to lefties. So you got Matt Warner at plus 450, Cody Clemens at plus 390, and then Royce Lewis is, what's his odds? Plus 480. And then watch this Deshaun dude. I don't know who that is, but he hit a lot of fly balls and he got a high hard hit percentage. And he went yard yesterday. Your boy Bo hit one. Oh, I know. And he in a good spot again today. That motherfucker was. Hey, I swear to God, bro, I did not see him. I don't even feel like we seen his name. They don't know who pitching over here. What is up with these? Hey, that Easton Lucas, y'all. So that stuff that we seen in that game one, that shit valid. For who was it? Tyler O'Neill, Laureano, and I'm missing somebody. Was it Kaiser or somebody? That Lucas dude is starting. They don't know who pitching here, and they don't even got nothing announced or You got a projected picture? Where's this game at? Pearson. Oh, I don't, man. I don't know. I have no idea, so I can't do nothing with that, y'all. I feel like everybody got this shit right now anyway. So y'all might have to come back here. I don't see a hand, a name. So you're gonna have to come back and look at Boston side. I got no info on that. Braves Royals, 92 degrees, which is good for carry. Winds going out to left field, which helps righties. You're gonna need all the help you can get. You got good wind for carry. Winds going out because Kaufman is one of the harder. Lucas start for the J. Yeah, that's what I said. We was trying to figure it out early, but we didn't know. Got a runoff start. Royce got a runoff starter too. What's that? Is that what they a reliever? I don't understand that terminology. Put me on, Pedro. What's that mean? Target this nigga, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. Eric Fetty so ass. I feel like he about to come out here nervous. This is his first game for Kansas City. He just got released by St. Louis. I thought they were sending his ass back to KBO, but the Braves picked him up. So I feel like he about to come out here jittery and he ass. Just if he playing his best. 14 homers, 10 to lefties, damn near 2 homers a game to lefties. 4 to righties, 10% barrel to lefties, hard hits, home runs result in fly balls. So you definitely want to look at some of these Kansas City players. Oh yeah, I don't know why they got. I have no idea why y'all picked him. Y'all already got what's the ass pitcher here? Bryce Feld. What's his name? Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Y'all already got him. You gonna add another one of them bums in the dugout? Yes. Yes. Elder. Y'all got Elder, and then y'all was like, let's just stack our own shit. Like, I don't know what the fuck made y'all pick Eric Fetty. I just knew he was on the first thing smoking back to goddamn China. I just knew he was going back. And who was that I was just on, y'all, that just looked crazy like that? Hold on. We'll figure it out. We'll get to him. Right hand pitchers. Okay. Is Vinny feeding us today? I ain't even. Is that who I just was on a mistake? And then Fetty throwing that janky ass sinker. 30% barrel. 50% line drive. 60% line drive. So Bobby Witt about to go out here and get a lot of total bases bet. Now, I'm damn sure you're going to have a high fly ball percent for me to take you in this park. Because that outfield so big, a line drive ain't cutting it. It's not even nothing really dominant. Like, it's no point in me isolating that and the sinkers at 27. I don't know. I don't know what's the name. No Vinny today. Y'all like Vinny? Ain't Jack hurt? I didn't have anybody for the Red Sox. They don't got a pitcher going against them, so I don't even know who pitching. I can't even see no projected to even try to look at a hand. Oh my lord. 99.50, 101.60. Sheesh. 60% line drive, 50% fly ball over the last 10. Okay, hold on. And then you got he cutter sinker heavy. And you don't care. You still hitting that shit with power. 50% ground, 60%, 80% hard hit. 400. What y'all like about Salvi? How y'all feel about this? Is this homer or total bases? I see over 10 at bats if you add all 3 pitches though. 50% fly, 20% home run and fly ball, 70 hard hit. Salvi not playing? I see a line right here. This dude been sneaky as fuck. I can't never get him right because he never looked like he gonna do shit and go out there and go crazy. %30 fly, 20 hard hit. No fly balls against his sinker. Hold on, where you at? Where is this? Oh, Garcia. Let me see something. Total bases. Total bases. It looked like somebody got to have that shit that look right, man. Y'all going against one of the crashes pitchers in the fucking league. Garcia been hot. I was telling him yesterday. Remember, I'm like, he one of the people I can't never get right. He never looked like he gonna do shit off of here. and then out of nowhere he come out there and get a homer. He don't never look like he gonna be doing shit. Gritchick, we talked about Gritchick, y'all. I see one of y'all clip that Gritchick shit too about walking through the middle of the park. It could be. Ronald had a 468 bomb yesterday. I think he goes back to back. You like Furman? Did I pass this? 40, 20, 60. Hold up. 20, 10, 60. 40, 20, 60. Heavy sinkers. At 900, I'm gonna have to watch him and see what the fuck going on. This shit look crazy. That's all you see is green. 40%, 10, 60, 60, 20, 40. What's Randall line? He don't got one. Oh man, I know this. Oh my god, it stayed up. I'm like, man, this shit about to fuck up everything. This weak ass sinker. His power went up and his barrels went up. And so did his line drives. 80% hard hit line drive 2020. Let me see if I 2010 70. Hey, what's Randall line, y'all? I'm interested. What's his line? 560? Interesting. Melendez played yesterday and he did it again. Like, Melendez about to go yard sooner than later. 97, but you only got 3 at bats. He just came back. So I like Bobby Witt for total bases. All right, I'm looking at like this shit right here. That's cool. Fly balls, 60%. But the thing is, 93, 20, 20%. But hold on, let me see. Last 10, he hitting a lot of line drives. A lot of line drives. Perez for damn sure. Perez look crazy, but then I'm hearing people say he not playing today. I see people was on Furman. If you don't isolate that sinker, and then I think this Gritchick shit look crazy as hell too. Y'all say Andy got a line. 99 exit velo, 40% barrel over his last 5 and his last 10. Gritchick might be in one of them spots. Gritchick, Perez, and Furman. And like I said, if you don't, let me see. 40%, 20, 60. You can add Furman in there. And I think he's like a long shot odds. 900. Not up for me. But Roman Anthony running him again today for sure. Like that. Double A's. Y'all be via star. Appreciate that 1 month sub. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's all of them. Okay, boom. And then we got Seth Lugo, another home run friendly pitcher. 17 homers, 13 to lefties, 4 to righties. You want to find you a lefty if possible. 2 homers a game to lefties, 11% barrel, more hard hits, more fly balls. More fly balls result into home runs. So you want to find like these type of Matt Olsons. Let's see what you got going on, Matt. Matt Olson. Nothing of dominance. Crazy power. 20, 40, 60. 40, 40, 50. Watch Matt Olson at plus 430. Austin. These two janky ass pitch amounts. He went yard here yesterday, so that's a good sign that he hit a homer in this park. 30% fly ball, 50% hard hit his last 10. He don't have a line today. Y'all think he what? Y'all don't think he might play back to back? Yeah, he finally ain't he fresh off injury? Cool, we can get through this one because they no dominant pitches. The high hand, the hot man, he been going crazy. He didn't go yesterday. Do he go today? 0% line drive, 60% line drive. Shit, you got the power, but damn. 60%, 100%. Damn. Oh man, what did he do yesterday, y'all? And look, this type of shit that be pissing me off. Look, this yesterday. Remember he looked good yesterday, right? Same kind of situation. Look at this. 112 off the bat, 331. The only problem was line drive, which we can see right here, which ended up being a field out. It's like, that's what my biggest fear be. Or them bitches hit the front of the wall and it be a lot of doubles coming from them. That's why you can't just go strictly off the power. Like, look at they're kind of just tell me, yo, like I told y'all yesterday, like your bat trajectory. Some people, like, their bat trajectory just ain't in the right place right now. So the way that they swing the bat, that's why they getting back-to-back ground balls, back-to-back line drives. It's just the way that they swinging it. So I'm looking, if you see a high fly ball percentage, we know that their swing alone is a swing that's hacking up. He threw too many pitches. Being that double A. Hey, after seeing that, hey, you know, I don't know if you was in here, but you might want to throw Michael Taylor in that motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie. If you got a double A, you might want to throw Mike Taylor in there. 20% barrel. 20, 40, 40. Drake Baldwin. What you on, Drake? At plus 700. You in a sneaky spot at that 20% barrel, my boy. 40, 50. I don't even know what to say because I'm about to sit there like, I don't know. We did that shit yesterday and that nigga went yard. But I think he did have a fly ball. I think I was tripping on like how low this was. So at plus 400, he might go again today. I know somebody was just talking about him in the chat. So Olsen. What made me like Olsen? What was the word? He had a fly ball percent. Okay, it was Olsen. It ain't really much. Was Riley on there? Riley got a 20% barrel with a 30% fly ball. And you got, hey, be careful with these two, Baldwin and Acuna. Baldwin, I mean, you got some sneaky spots there. And you're going to get good odds on every single one of them just because of the park they playing in. Every time I take Drake, he has 3 hits. Cardio. Bunch of motherfucking running around, man. It's a nice double A out there today, y'all. It's going to be a lot of doubles because we see a lot of bright green power and barrel. It's just it's with a lot of line drives. So you get the right park, especially a park like this. You got to just know the parks that are harder to hit homers in are generally better for doubles and triples. So just always keep that noted. Somebody was asking about Cubs Brewers. We got 80 degrees, 8-mile-an-hour winds coming in, which don't matter because it's the roof. They got the roof closed. Colin Rea, 19 homers, another pitcher you target. 13 homers to lefty, 2 homers per 9. 2 homers a game basically on average. His home run per 9. Heavy barrel, heavy hard hits. More home runs resulting in fly balls. 6 to righties. Up against Quinn Priester, 11, 3, and 8. And he ain't really like getting crazy cracked. Taylor Smith Jazz. Go to Will Smith for 3 and Jazz. For the 3-piece, I like that. And I'm telling you, it's some value in a lot of this shit. You just got to play it right. You just got to play it right and don't force it off of a name. 30%, 50. 20, 40. Oh, another 4-seam pitcher. Okay, 50%, 40%. That changed everything. 93-20 for Jackson. He was in a good spot yesterday. 40% fly ball. Jackson, down 2. Kappa, what up, my boy? Olsen, Riley. No, Michael Taylor, I was just mentioning him. That's the Michael Taylor is the White Sox. You got some sneaky spots with Acuna and Baldwin. Those were the other 2. Damn. 60% fly ball, 60% hard hit. 95 exit velo, 10% barrel. And it's the same with the 4-seam. 84. Bryce Terang, and he hit a couple to the fence yesterday, didn't he? Yep, right here. Here go 1, and then that was the game before. He been hitting it to the fence these last couple of days. All we need is to hit that bitch a little bit harder. Get one of these to 95, and it's up. So I see we got a long shot here at plus 870. Freelick Yelich last 5, 40% barrel last 10. Four seam dominant. Hold on, did I do that with Bryce? Did I look at the four seam alone? Yep, okay. All right. Yelich four seam alone. Got 50% four seam. Last 10, last 5. None but ground balls and it's none but a 77 exit velo average. It's crazy. Got to. And, I mean, I still play that shit every day, but yeah, got to. It's more to, especially to this content shit. You know how that go. That shit got dry on the content side. Trez, is he four seamed up to these righties? You four seamed up to everybody. 6% ground ball. This motherfucker right here went yard yesterday. Hold up. He looked like he in another spot like that. 94-20. 80% ground ball, 60% hard hit, 20%, 40, 50, 91-20. Yeah, the South Freely get another spot like yesterday. But what was that got him? Four seam. Yeah, the four seam. Okay. Oh, a splitter as well. He done hit a homer off of. Hey, watch South Freely. What's his line, y'all? He went yard yesterday. He was not on nobody's radar. I ain't seen nobody play that shit. South Freely, 93-10. That look crazy. This look crazy. 101-40, 40% fly, 80 barrel. 80 hard hit. And then he hitting the fly ball well as well. 99-20, 40-10, 70, 20-80. So you got him for a couple different ways. Andrew Vine. I might as well just clip the four seam for everybody so I don't miss out nothing. Oh. 99-33. I don't know. Wasn't Jackson out here for the four seam too? So you got Jackson, Andrew Vine, and you got a long shot in Bryce Terrain. But that shit gets this four seam. You could throw Sal Freelick in there, I guess. He definitely went yard yesterday, or for total bases. Let me see something. Who actually is y'all niggas doing good against them? Let me see. Yelich. That shit dead. Sal Freelick, 400 slug against them all year. Yes, you got Jackson, Vine, and then you got a long shot. Bryce Terrain, they giving you him at plus 870. And like I said, this last 2 days, just look at these last two at bats. Shit, he just got the worst of luck. He hitting fly balls in his sweet spots, and he getting over 350, like 300s. Only thing he missing is like when he hit it like that, he just don't get the power behind it. And then when he do get a 100 exit velo, the distance don't be there. He do for sure at plus 870. Quinn Priester. So let's see. Somebody was asking about this side, about them Cubs. Blake Perkins. Now, he got what you need here. The only thing is, that's up to you to make that decision if 3 at-bats is enough for you to make this valid. That's the only issue, is it was only 3 at-bats. So that's up to you to figure out, like, okay, that's enough. I'm going to take it, or I need a bigger sample size. Pete Crow, let me see. This actually, you've been looking way better than this these last couple of days, but 40% barrel, 60, 20, 40, 40, 10, 30 at plus 420. Pete got to snap out of it, right? He batting too well and hitting righties with too much power. 300 batting average with a 600 slug, 300 ISO. He got to get right. So so this is a sinker pitcher. 94-30, 90-20, 30% 10, 60, 40, 20, 40. If Suzuki see a sinker today, that shit might get bad. And he got a homer against him already. This shit look crazy. 3 out of 5 on his 5 at-bats with a 1,200 slug and a 600 ISO. So he really sees Quinn Priester very, very well. So that's something to add into that. And you got him at plus 450. It's good odds on a lot of players today. Sinkers. A lot of sinkers coming y'all way. 98-20, 40, 60, 60. 20, 40, 70. At plus 700, Swanson might not be in a bad spot as well. With a 40% fly ball, 98 exit velo, 20% barrel at plus 700 too. We got a lot of sinkers, y'all. Just all. I'm so glad you look like shit today because I do not feel like ranting. Okay, this look crazy with all the pitches. Now, what's going to matter is, where's that sinker? 40%, 30, 60. Oh, yeah. 560. Ian Happ. This is the best one I've seen so far. For two reasons. This should look crazy right here, right? Then you got a 95-30, but if I'm not mistaken, his shit, yeah, 94-20 with the other pitches included. This is the best one I've seen. Over Suzuki and Swanson. And you getting him at plus 560. What's up, my boy? Ian Happ by far. Like I said, he looked good right here. And then if you isolate this sinker, he gonna see a lot. Shit, he hitting that motherfucker even harder with a higher barrel percentage. 40% fly, elite home run to fly ball ratio, and a 60% hard hit. Okay, Ian at 560. Bush, 94-10 over his last 10. Let's see. Gotta come sinker, bro. You about to see a lot. 93-10. 92-20. This the lowest we've seen Bush in a week and a half. This the lowest I've seen Bush in a week and a half. Do these people even, why they be sinker? Got the power. Yeah, you don't even be playing. So look, Ian Happ. I know some on P. Crow. Let me make sure I'm not tripping, man, because I'm not sold. 40% barrel, 40, 20, 40. Okay, I like this part right here, but it's like, what threw me off of this? Oh no, none. Okay, so we got Ian Happ, P. Crow, and Suzuki, and then a long shot is Swanson. He got a 20% barrel over the last 10. So over the last 5, you see this right? 85-20 over his last 10. But if you look at this sinker alone, he liked the sinker, especially in these more recent at bats. And you getting him at 700. McGuire playing? Damn. 97-40. Sheesh. Man, it be something about down here. I be forgetting to scroll. It be so many damn names. Hold on. This look crazy. 97-40 over 10 at bats. 96-20 over 5. 60% ground, but hold on, let me see. 30% over 10 at bats. Now, what's going to make or break you, brother? You got a 22% barrel. 97-20. What y'all think? What we on? What's up with it, Petty? What y'all think? How y'all feel about this? If you don't isolate it from here, this shit look crazy. Is he in 30%? Yeah. I don't know what his line is, but you take that damn sinker, shit get tragic. The exit velo on the barrel there. Like, what the fuck? I'm low-key looking more forward to the Thursday slate. How you looking already past this motherfucker? Thursday, what's the day? So you 2 days. Oh, you talking about the slate where it's 3 games. Is that the day where it's about to be 3 days? His line 750. Okay, and then that's another long shot. You got at 750. If you don't want to go to Swanson route, go McGuire at 750. Swanson is 700. That 3-game slate, you sound like my boy Blocks, man. He hate these big ass slates. So I went and looked on the slates. I'm like, okay, I don't know what's going on, but it's only 3 games Thursday. I mean, I like those too, though. That's when you can really get surgical. It ain't too much you got to sit there and try to comb through. Marlins Cardinals, 94 degrees. That's good for carry. Wind coming in 5 miles an hour. Is that accurate? Yeah, that's accurate. It's very much accurate. It be changing sometimes. McGuire at 750. Sandy, 13 homers, 8 to lefties, 5 to righties. Up against Sonny Gray, 14 homers, 3 to lefties, 11 to righties. And again, you could just see who got the higher home run per nine, where the higher barrel coming from, so forth and so on. You can see which side you want to target the most if you come up with multiple names in the same game. Start from up here, Donovan. 95 exit velo. These boys know they be hitting a bunch of fucking 95-10, 91-0. Nothing just crazy out the blue. All right. That shit look crazy. 60 fly ball, 40, 60, 60, 20, 50 up. Add Burleson on there at 6-1 odds, 625. I think I seen his name somewhere earlier on a projection. Now it makes sense why. And he been hitting them very well. 300 batting average, 500 slug, 200 ISO all year with 12 homers. Did he go yard yesterday? Yes, he did. Is this yesterday? The 29th to 20? Yeah. Damn, he just hit a piss rocket yesterday. Sheesh. 1-0 pitcher for Twins, so no Red Sox players. Twins. Right. Somebody asked that. I'm going to say, yeah, I ain't look at the Red Sox because they don't got a pitcher. What y'all know? What y'all know? What y'all know? 90-10, 86-20, 40-20-40, 30-50, 98-10, Jordan Walker. He went out there yesterday and got some doubles in the air. Look, how the fuck is this not a homer? 105, 26, 400? Sheesh. 98 exit velo, 102, 20. Like, we seen this yesterday on him as far as, like, the power. 40% fly, 60 hard hit. He in a long shot spot again at 800. This should have been a homer. And then the very next at bat, he hit that bitch 115 off the bat. He got some power. Crazy power. Power here, but what's the issue? Ground balls is that issue. Fireman, it's two of them? Is they brothers, him in Kansas City? 60, 20, 40. 93 exit velo. 60% fly, 20% home run to fly, 40% hard hit. 33, 33, 67. Who is this? Is he brothers with the other dude? You got Burleson. You got a sneaky spot right here with this Jordan Walker. Now, I don't know who this is, but on 18 at bats, he got a 500 slug, 222 ISO with 93 exit velo, and he hit fly balls. He got a home run to fly ball. He actually hit fly balls that can result into something. And hard hit percentage. I don't know who the hell this is. I feel like it was another person. Maybe not. They are not brothers. Person, old dude name. Don't know that guy. I don't know, buddy. Hold on. He gave up 11 homers. 2 homers to righty. 2 a game to righties. Righties. What the fuck is happening with him, man? I feel like last year I said his name a lot. 40% fly ball, no hard hits. That's the issue. He hit fly balls. You can see these bright green angles. You can see distance. You don't see one except for right here. You don't see a single 95 exit velo on there. That is insane. What is this shit average? 83. Last 5, 70. That's what he missing. Stowers, we all know, like Stowers 23, he going crazy on righties. He don't have a single homer against lefties. So when you take Stowers, it got to be one of these situations. 30% barrel last 10, 20% barrel last 5. 20, 20, 40, 30, 20, 40. Stowers going today, y'all. That's his odds at 625. Is Stowers going yard today? That is the question. He got the barrel for sure and the power. And he been hitting them well all season. 30% barrel over his last 10. 40% fly ball, 70% hard hit. 560. Why the odds so high in this game for this team? That is very. See something. Y'all, last time we signaled Dane Myers, last time I told y'all take Dane, he went yard. He looked like he might go again today. He looked at just like this that time. A couple games ago, 60% fly, 20-60. He in that same spot the other day, y'all, when he looked at like he was gonna go yard, and it's at the same odds, that plus 1100. They said he was out for an illness. I think the illness was over betting on him. That was the illness. You know, it's different illnesses with the sports books. You feel me? That was the illness. He was the most bet on player. They like, yeah, sit your ass down. That was the illness. Watch he come out there today and play. Dane Myers, and y'all, he in another good spot. Remember the other day when didn't nobody look well for them but him, and he went yard. Got it. Too many people bet on him and he had good value. Yeah, exactly. Like today, 625 is crazy. 625 is crazy. I wouldn't give a fuck if what it was. Just on the fact that all 23 homers against righties, 300 batting average, 600 slug, and a 300 ISO on 263 at bats. Just to have that sample size and those numbers, he should never be over 400 against no righty. And he had good value. They seen that shit and they tell the nigga call off sick. But we'll end all this shit right now. Out the blue, you come fucking illness. Like what? I don't never in no sport. That illness one ain't it. That shit. I give it that shit the side eye every time. Like, cause what are you talking about? Illness. And you just figured he was out. He just figured out he was sick an hour before the game started. Come on, man. Niggas wake up knowing when you sick. He on the nearly yesterday. He almost went yard yesterday. Right here. 102, 41, 350. That's my boy. Y'all know that's my guy right here. I'm literally, I gotta come Jersey. I gotta come Jersey. He been a coin respecter. And he went on the streak that's crazy. Stowers and James Wood. Stowers definitely, for sure. I ain't seen Wood yet. So Stowers. Well, I feel like one of these was on there. Ramirez. And you got a sneaky in here. And like I said, last time I told y'all that he was in a sneaky spot where we seen like all of this. And all I'll be needing to see is like 60, 20, 60. Fly balls high, a good home run to fly ball ratio, and your consistent hard hits. And he was at these exact same odds last time. So Dane Myers is in another long shot spot. I thought Fortes got or they said he might. Somebody was looking at Fortes. They trying to get him. We gotta shed him because that's my boy too. Who that? Hernandez. Yeah, that's my guy. That's my guy. He is a coin respecter. Ever since we started signaling him, he been respecting coin. I gotta come Jersey. I like that. I remember I said that yesterday. I like their colors. So I'm damn sure I gotta get a jersey of him. He been respecting coin. Nationals, Astros. Somebody just mentioned James Wood, so I'm definitely about to see. 92 degrees, wind going out. None of that shit matters. Soroka, 10 homers, 8 to lefties, 2 to righties. Damn near 2 homers a game to lefties. Jason Alexander, I don't know who that is. 21 in his pitch, 4 homers, 2 to lefties, 2 to righties. Damn near 2 homers a game to both. And he giving up double-digit barrel percentages to both. So I don't know what James Wood look like yet, but according to this, some need to be signaled. And he only on 21 in his pitching and got them numbers. So he came out the gate getting smacked. Had crazy eyes and didn't play. So Myers is the long shot and Stowers. Stowers is in a good spot. And he at plus 600. But Dane Myers is at plus 1100. Hey, Kitty, man, you funny as fuck, bro. Hey, man, I'm going to end up doing that shit again. Oh, my, super 4 seams. And I'm glad I looked at that. This motherfucker throw a 4 seam at 40%. The next nearest pitch is half of that. Hold on, slurve. Oh, he haven't seen a slurve. But still, Altuve at plus 600 with this. This look crazy. Please say, and they're fly balls. Fly balls. Home run and fly ball. 50, 20, 50. Last 5, 60, 20, 40. Altuve, come on out there and go yard at plus 600. You know what? I ain't gonna say that. 93.20. Another one who's gonna see a four seam a lot. 91.20. 80. So you got a 20% barrel. 50, 10, 40. 40, 40 at 460. He sold the bag yesterday. It's gonna be so many day lates. I'm about to see so many people ranting because I know y'all gonna stay off of them. I don't blame you. And then all of these motherfuckers gonna go today. That shit, Friday the first time, bro. That shit funny as fuck, man. Hell yeah, we like Burleson. Yeah, Burleson was the best option over there. Yainer, hold on. All y'all about to see a crazy amount of four seams. Especially all y'all righties. Is he a lefty or something? No, why so many damn righties in his lineup? Hold on. This be throwing me off when I see a lot of bright green, but then this shit don't be green at all. I be having to look a little like, hold on, what the fuck is going on? 40-40. Put the other pitch back on there real quick. Why is this? Oh, never mind. I see why. Put an exit velocity on a hit by pitch. What the fuck? Is that the speed that the ball hit? That's tough. I wonder do they know that's on here? That's tough. How the fuck you got an exit velocity against him and he caught one in the fucking ear hole? Why would that be on his log? Can anyone make sense of that? Anybody know anything about that? I definitely got to hit a prop like, well, this motherfucker got cracked in the ear hole and you put the exit velocity on him? Because that shit probably would got his shit at 72. And I know the pitch wasn't no 36 miles an hour that hit him. So, like, nothing about that makes sense. Hold on. I know what I got. I'm tripping. I got to just look all four seams. We got a super four seam heavy pitcher again. Somebody said something about, was it Trammell? These niggas just look shit. 40 to 50, 90, 10. That's where it dropped. Hold on. Statcast 40, 50, plus 520. And you actually batting well against them all year. But hold on. This shit gotta make sense. Four seams. 40% barrel. He might get right again today. And he might go today at plus 630. He damn sure got the power, and he gonna see a lot of four seams, and you can see what he do to four seams on a consistent basis. You can see that four seams is what he's looking for from a righty. All right, look. Who is these no-name ass niggas? Exit velo crazy, but damn, straight worm rattlers. This shit look ass. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Look, the best was, I think it was Altuve. When you're looking at this four seam, like Altuve, 60, 20, 40 right. Christian Walker. I want to make sure I ain't tripping before I get to kicking names. 40, 40. Let me see your exit velocity. 20% barrel. 20% barrel. So you got Christian Walker. Just Trammell. Let me make sure the four seam. 40, 50. And then you got Bryce Matthews, who I like more than Trammell, to be honest. The best one is Altuve. The bullshit. I took the Blue Jays money line yesterday. Ooh. Boy, I know you was sitting over there like, nigga, what in the fuck? That shit looked bad. They beat the snot out them boys. Last 10. But I don't blame you though because of Zach Eflin on the mound. Okay, you got two pitches 30. I ain't gonna isolate that shit then. Nathaniel Lowe. This is the worst I think I've ever seen James Wood look. I don't think I've ever seen James Wood not double greens right here. Their birds beat the shit out the other birds. Hey, I don't think bird violence is crazy. I don't think I've ever seen James Wood not bright green on both. Or in a long ass time, I haven't. Chris Sanchez couldn't K nobody. Not 50%, 10-50. Abrams. Abrams about to go out there and do something, huh? I can't never get him right neither, y'all. He another person who don't be looking like shit when I look at him, and he go out there and go for a homer. Fly ball 20, home run 20%. What's up with your hard hit percentage, my boy? Why that shit so low? I cannot get CJ Abrams right. 96-20, 95-20. That shit all look fine and dandy. Now, okay, there we go. 50-60, 40-20-60. All right, so we got Josh Bell at plus 500. CJ Abrams was at plus 550. Where are we at? Abram, Bell. Okay, right here. Yeah. And that's why I say, man, I don't go off names because you be surprised. You be surprised. Sometimes there be certain pitches that motherfucker just ain't good with. Or they don't see well. But that's weird that it's a righty and he not seeing that whatever he throwing. What was it that he's throwing? Like, that's interesting. Oh, yeah, he throwing that bullshit that don't result in homers. Some sweepers and sinkers keep shit on that ground. That's what it is. Appreciate that sub, Kingo C. That's what it is. He throwing them goddamn home run preventers. Them double S's. It make a lot of sense. He throwing that shit that you get to hitting the side of your bat and all kind of weird ass shit. Riley Adams. No. Oh, hold on. But the righties you throwing a sinker heavy. Did I pass any righties? I gotta make sure I look at that. Oh no, that's a lot of left. Okay. Beat our house. Brady House. He throwing y'all sinkers out the window. Let's see. This dude always hit a homer when I don't remember he playing. Ain't been the same since the Derby. So does the 40% ground ball not bother you on Bell? No, the fly ball higher. Uh-uh. As long as the fly ball higher, that 40 don't bother me. And if it was like 40% ground, and even if it was like 30% fly ball, it's not far apart enough to where it would bother me. You got the hard hits, you hit more fly balls than ground balls, and then on top of that, you got a high barrel. So no, that wouldn't take me away from what's the name? Now you do know that it's a 40% chance that it can go either way, but with the fly ball being higher, no. Hell no. Not with it being higher. But I get where you're going with that though. Y'all know. I stay away from a motherfucker in a heartbeat. That shit get to looking crazy. Josh Bell. When did the second? Oh, Abram. I wanted to say it was somebody down here. Oh, my bugging. I'm dead. No. Oh, it was a sinker heavy, but yeah, that's it. It's the lefties. It's these two lefties. One got 8 homers on the year, one got 12. That's it over there. That's crazy. I don't believe James Wood looked like that. Josh Bell killing birds and where you don't know what the fuck way he going. Rangers, Angels, home run friendly park, 80 degrees, good for carry, wind going out, good for carry. Man, I woke up this morning and seen so much motherfucking Garcia slander, man. That shit had me in tears. That boy went out there and did absolutely nothing. The sinker smasher, and he went out there and did nothing. I went to sleep, so I ain't even see how bad it looked. Was it some unfortunate shit, or did he just look bad? Patrick Corbin, 14 homers, 5 to lefties, 9 to righties. Kikuchi, 16 homers, 1 to lefty, 15 to righties. Man, I woke up. That shit was too funny, man. I woke up, I seen that nigga name. Y'all blitzed that nigga so bad. His name was trending. You would have thought he went out that bitch and cashed the world out like James Wood that one time. His name was trending on all slander. All right, let's see. Taylor Ward, what we got? Do we got any dominant pitches over here? 33% the highest, negative. Last 10, last 5. You got a 20% barrel last 5, 10% last 10. 30, 10, 40, 20/20/40. Hold off on that. We got to take it. It's fucking Roy today. I bet on. Hey, let it out, y'all. This is a safe space, man. This is a safe place. Let it all out, man. Go ahead, man. How y'all really feeling right now about Buddy? Let it all out in the chat, man. Hey, he a bitch. He went 0 for 5. He sucked. He ain't taking steroids. Someone posted on Twitter, Dallas is player of the day again. Oh my God, he about to go out there and do the fucking barger. He forget fucking Dallas guard top to kill adios. Hey, y'all, man. Y'all funny as shit, man. Yeah, let them have it, man. Go on y'all rants, man. Rants is good for the soul, man. Y'all see the way I went in on Kyle Tucker ass. It's good for the soul. We gotta let that shit out, man. These motherfuckers is fucking up the church's money. It's good to let that shit out, man. You know what I'm saying? This is a safe place. By all means, man, let them niggas have it. It's like I'm looking here, but I can see in my parentheal in the chat movie. Y'all, man. Hey, man, Seeger. Adios, motherfucker. She said he got to go. Goes over someone they tend to go yard, though. You'd be surprised how often that happens. I catch myself in situations like that where it's like a person go yard after I just grilled them. Okay, hold on. 20% barrel, 10% barrel, 30, 40, last 5, 60, 40. Okay, there we go. There we go. Let me see something, Zach Neto. And we ain't got to worry about no specific pictures. Okay, I like this Zach Neto. I like Zach Neto with this 425. Let me see. 400 slug, 220 ISO, 4 homers. So far, I like this Zach Neto. This dude right here, what the fuck going on with you? 96-20. This should look crazy. Watch this. 20. Please hit some fly. Okay, there we go. He ain't looked decent in a while. Plus 330. Oh, so they fucking with a deal too. The side of the watermelons that can hit it off the ground. Hey, man. Y'all both, they're both about to today watch. My total basis, the rest of the Rangers, was a lot of plus 1,000 winning the late game. They look solid again today. That'd be the thing, man. When they look solid, I think that's why we miss them so much, because we be so hurt on how they did us the day before that day late we don't even think about. I like Neto. Hey, this Adele shit look crazy. 40% fly ball, 10% home run to fly ball ratio, 70% hard hit. Metrics look stupid. 96-20 last 10, 104-20 last 5 against this sinker cutter slider. And remember, Los Angeles have a top 5 home run friendly park, but it's top 2 for right-hand batters. So that's why you see like the Adeles, the Taylor Wards and all of them, the Trouts get so many homers at home because it favors them more. But it's good for both hands, regardless. So Neto, Adele, what's up with you? 40%, 10, 50, 40, 40. Did he play yesterday, y'all? Did Logan play yesterday? Because it been too much bright green going on. The water fell off a boat last night. They couldn't throw a rock in the lake, huh? 40, 40, 98, 20. Logan in another spot. Did he play? Or did they end up going Travis? Because this would be 2 days in a row. He looked crazy. Y'all don't get caught up in this shit. Even though it don't look as good as yesterday, because look. Fucking worm rattler. He out that bitch hitting 1,000-mile-an-hour. What I call them, groundhog waker-uppers. Could throw a hot dog down a... I ain't never heard that one. Could throw a hot dog down the hallway. It's crazy. Man, y'all funny as shit, man. Hey. That's crazy. A nigga can't throw a hot walk down a hallway. It's nuts. He did play. Newman, Naylor, Gritchick. 3 XD-backs went back-to-back last night. Hey, Newman. Who Newman play for? Is that here? Newman right here. Oh, he went yard yesterday? I feel like we said his name or somewhere. Seen him. Makata, you need to get your shit together, too. Let me see if it gets a righty. Oh, goddamn, a goddamn piss rocket. Piss missile for show. 102, 3409. Sheesh. But you ain't going against that today, brother. And that shit look bad in the bone. Bad in the bone. All right, so look, it's our old faithfuls, y'all. Really, it's only Neto and Adele. No, and Ohapi. This look, Neto, Adele, and Ohapi and Logan. Them three boys right there look like they about to go out there and do some shit. Mike Trout I ain't fucking with you, brother. He ain't got the power today that he usually have against these pitches, but even when he do, all he do is hit fucking dirt balls. My two leg surprisingly yesterday was Garcia and Hop. That's actually crazy, and that's actually gonna hit today. Watch. Just because we own both of their ass. Look at this. Look at Corey Seager. Look at Corey Seager. Shit look crazy again today. Like, the fuck are we look 40, 30, 60 though? Damn. 40, 20, 60. This look crazy. Double. Oh, you could just keep both pitches up there. They both stupid high. Corey Seager going today, y'all? Because this 12 o'clock game, Petty, is a rain game from they series earlier in the year. It went postponed, and then the very next day it should have been a doubleheader. It rained that day too. So now they got to try to fit this shit in because I think it's the last time they play each other. Vanti Capelot, appreciate that sub. Thank you for your support. If he goes, I bet I won't bet him. Seager better. That Seager shit look stupid. Seager look crazy. Niggas ain't fucking with the Seager today, though. They ain't fucking with him today. They said he out there selling. What's the word, my boy? I said the same thing, Petty. I had to go do some research. I'm like, why is it a doubleheader today and yesterday didn't get rained out? And that is exactly why. What time that game start? Is it about to start? Hold on. What's up there, my guy? In like 30? Okay. Well, this stream won't be up for that. So shout out to y'all who was in here live. What you think of Ward? I didn't like Ward today. But I like not the best. I do like Ward is a dog at home. He won me some coin last night. He saved my damn night. I know that for sure. He definitely saved my life. I like him for total basis. He never lights up on my shit no more. 40, 60. Hold on. Sweet. 4-seam sliders. 106, 29, 404. Damn, that's tough. And that wasn't a homer. I never see Kyle on here like lit up. What Jock do yesterday? 727. Distance, not a damn thing. $12.35, got you in like 30 minutes. Jock Peterson fell off a cliff. Nick Kurtz going yard. 90, hell yeah. Nick Kurtz is definitely going yard. Oh, damn, did we even look at Garcia? I went past him. So, oh, he just don't look like shit today. Hold on. Yeah, I don't know. Hell no. I ain't fuck with Garcia today. I went past all the good players, and I'm like, why? That shit don't look right. Seager, what did Tellers look like? Seager, Kyle might be in a sneaky spot. I don't know what his odds was. I feel like it was somebody else or no. No. This shit look trash. Who y'all liked in this game? That's my boy. Higgy won me so much money last year for San Diego. Higgy won me so much bread. Higgy never crosses my radar on here. But damn, like, I wonder what anybody know he got a line in the early game. Since you in here, that shit look trash. Who did y'all like on that team? No line on FanDuel. That game one. Who remember game one? So we can get that out before I end stream. Let's get that out to the people before I end stream. What is Sunday or 10 o'clock? God damn. Hold on. What do we get for game one? Because I know once I put this on YouTube, this definitely won't be up by game one. They gonna catch all the night games, but they won't catch this 12:30 game on there. So who was it, y'all? Remind the people. I done got hot, y'all. I gotta turn this off because this shirt got to come off. I'm here. I'm with you. Why? Ain't got light of that gas. Here, I'll go back to him for you. So look, let's walk through this. Let's go through this. I like doing this, and it's not to like target nobody or nothing. My line suspended. I do this. It's all educational shit. And you'd be surprised. I've been convinced numerous times on this. So look, I want you to tell me. Look, I'm gonna look at his last 5, his last 10. So this is what we see as far as his metrics, his barrel and whatever. And I'm trying to see if it's anything we can kind of isolate. Look, I take off the 15%. You fucking with him? Just from looking at this, and like I said, it's not like, I tell people all the time, I like when y'all engage, and I want answers from y'all. It ain't just like it's Banner and Woody said. No, people have persuaded me on certain shit like, oh, but did you know he did this, that, and the third? I'm like, well, damn, no, I didn't. What site is this called? Prop Finder. Here, I'll put it in the chat for you. Use code Cuzzo and you good to go. CUZZO. 30% off. There I go right there. I don't know. You in here somewhere. There go the site. So yeah, I'm not fucking with that. All the people who I thought I was gonna like, I don't. I thought Wyatt was gonna look good again. I thought Adalis, because I keep seeing their names on the timeline. I ain't forcing shit with all that red over there. I don't know. He might. I don't know. Are you going off feeling or what you just looked at? I mean, did I convince you that Dylan is born to hit dingers? Oh, you talking about off his name? Was that off of his name? Or you say you know him, like personally or something? I go off odds too. He said stand on business. Hey, fuck it, right. That's how I feel. At the end of the day, fuck what I'm talking about. If you like them niggas, I love them. Hey, he going crazy against lefties. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's what I said. People, everybody got different gamble methods, and that is perfectly fine. Like it's perfectly fine. Like I done seen a little bit. I don't think it's nothing that surprised me with ways people win. You see all kind of shit on the timeline of shit that people go off of, and they be hitting. And I don't teach his own. I just want us all to do one thing that is actually the same, and that's win. I know how he rolls, but you have to but go a little bit more into detail. Go into detail. What does that mean? Like, I know how he rolls. You still have to have something that's giving you indication he's going to hit a homer off something. Like, what was it? I matched my research with odds. She said, I know how he rolled. Like, is it he like being at home? Do he like a certain hand pitcher? Well, he only had like one homer, right? Or something. Magic eye. 50% fly ball, 1050. Hey, it looked like Manny might go. And you getting him at what, 350? Against this four seam, especially. But look, you put both pitches back on there, he's still hitting the sweeper well, too, which is actually crazy. It ain't too many who hit sweepers well, and he's smashing those bitches. He loves lefties, and his numbers wasn't the best, but E-Rod is a terrible. You did say that. It was his time to bounce back. And that's smart. That's something I always tell y'all, too. Sometimes it might not be the best metrics, but if I can just get a little bit of something out of you, and I know you're going against an ass pitcher, that makes sense. So that's a good thing. Like those are who you target when you got bad players and you trying to catch their bounce back games. Those are the best times to catch them. When they got an ass pitcher they're gonna go against, that's gonna help. He never gone that long without a homer and everything else. He never gone that long without a homer. And he had 3 hits and a homer. I'd seen the homer. I think I woke up to the homer. No, I was up. I actually retweeted it. Man, this motherfucker here. Oh, hey, yo, this the first time his odds lower than 800. Is that telling us something? I think they starting to realize that we caught on to them, and I think they tired of getting burnt. 101.40. We know he hit fly balls. Crazy home run to fly ball. Consistently hitting hard hits. I think they tired of getting burnt with Xander at plus 1100, or plus 1000, or plus 800. I think that they finally said enough is enough. He done took us up top enough because they done dropped his odds. That's the lowest we done seen his odds since we started looking at him. Is the lefties getting the four seam crazy? Oh, you just super four seam heavy. Jackson. I'm so disappointed, man, that Jackson ain't doing what he need to do, man. Hold on. I see a lot of whoa. 9410. 96 exit velo. Whoa. 50. If you took him yesterday, he ain't go. Most likely, when you see they got back-to-back good metrics, then most likely it's gonna come that very next day. Cause his shit look crazy again, and all they're seeing is four seams. They just teeing off on four seams. Wasn't one of these names? Let me see. 40, 10, 30, 60, 20, 60. See, this sneaky shit like this. And he don't have a line. Of course he don't. 20% barrel and then 60% fly balls, 20% home run to fly balls, 60 hard hit. I've noticed when I go back and look at home run players I play that hit. I don't know what it is. That's why y'all always hear me keep saying 60, 20, 60. 60, 20, 60 hit for me a lot. I don't know what it is about this. 60, 20, 60. That shit hit for me a lot. Yeah, that's why I say there's a million ways to look. I'm like that too. I look at numbers all day. You know, for y'all who don't know, like I do this like full time. So I'm in front of 3 screens all day. So it's to the point now where it's kind of like muscle memory where I remember what a person odds usually are, like an average. So when I see you in a good spot, see how quick I just jumped on that Xander? It's just like second nature now. I look at lines and do this so much, I know what your odds are usually are. So if I find you in a good spot, like Petty was saying, and I notice that your odds is lower than usual, it's more of a reason why I'm like, the books know something. So it's more of a reason why I might veer more towards you on top of the metrics. I know what your odds usually are. So when I see them drop, it's a reason. And I'm like, yeah, that's more of a reason for me to like I zone in on those type of players. We know for sure Xander was plus 1,000, and then 2 days plus 800. Why you drop like that? Like, okay, why is you in the 600s now? They know something. And then you got this. We see this. Yeah, something going on. Something going on. I used to play homers. If you know, you know. If you've been around me long enough or been in my Discord, I used to play homers before I had access to any of these sites. Before I brought Game Day, Prop Finder, all of this to the, got a hold of these. I used to take a screenshot, ask anybody in my Discord, at midnight. Soon as home run lines dropped, I would take a screenshot of every game. I would go to the home run list and take a screenshot at midnight of every game, right? Hold on, before I get sidetracked, Manny Machado, Xander, and it was just one more person. And watch him, y'all. I don't know who this is, but I'm telling y'all, something about this 60, 20, 60, but he don't got a line. So he like a long shot. But the main players is Machado and Xander. I used to take a screenshot, ask the Discord. I used to take a screenshot of their odds, whatever their opening line was. So I would just go to every game, click home run, take a screenshot of the drop down, post those in the Discord. We would come back like 2 or 3 hours before game time, once everybody got up and started moving around and betting, and we would look and see who odds from that morning screenshot got lower. So on FanDuel, basically wherever they was at on that screenshot, we was looking at the ones who went up. Because on FanDuel, the lower your odds, the higher you are to the top. And we would play parlays like that. I kid you not. I kid you not. We would make plays off with no research off all line movement. If your lines dropped from that opening line on that screenshot and your odds got lower, something going on. And we would play those players. And I had a high success rate off of that too. That's why I say it's a million ways to play this shit. That's why I don't judge nobody methods. If as long as you winning, by all means, do you. Pirates Giants. Did anybody hit a homer in this game yesterday? Bad weather. It's like the same tale. Bad weather, but we got 16-degree winds going out. 16 mile an hour, I mean. So you do what you want with that. I tell y'all every day, I don't touch no homers in Oracle, period. Bailey Falter, 16 homers, 3 to lefties, 13 to righties. Justin Verlander, 10 homers, 5 to lefties, 5 to righties. It don't matter what I see in this game, for me personally. Even when I see people in good spots for homers, I literally just go total bases, especially with a bigger outfield. I am terrified of this park. This park is not it. They're going against lefties. So let's see. Is it anything dominant? He dominant 4 seam. Last 10, 30, 40. What about 5? 0. A lot of hard hits. Total bases. No, I never noticed that. That's what you say is something behind that. I ain't never noticed that they don't, but I don't be on there a lot. I get in there and get out. They got me limited so bad. Devers, seeing another good spot like yesterday. But hold on, let me just isolate these two. 80 20, 60 20, 60. Oh, 60. I'm sorry, I'm reading the wrong 20. Devers in another good spot again. I'm calling out who look good for a homer. You say it is? Yeah, I ain't hip to that. In another good spot. So you can take it for the homer at 480. Everything I see that I like this, I know how I'm going to play it. 60 20 60. 70 10 30. Devers look in a good spot, and you about to see a lot of fastballs. 92. Look at all this bright green. 30% barrel, 40% barrel. Willie Adames is in a good spot. And it's the first time that their odds are lower here. All their odds be in the 600s or higher when they play at Oracle these last two series. Y'all notice that? They're in the 400s now. 480. But that's because what's name's so damn bad. Ain't they going against Falter? He's so bad. 96-20. Say the guys over there, you say you use it as a guy. Yeah, I ain't never hit, but I don't use MGM a lot at all. I got the app, but I'm so limited. I stay clear the fuck away from there. But I've heard that before though. This is not my first time hearing it. I used to hear that before when they made the when what's the name? I can't think of her name no more, but she had the guys, and it was always off of she based everything off of BetMGM lines. That 550s and whatever it was. I can't remember the method. Chef Parlay. So I remember even from last year, I've always heard something going on with them BetMGM lines. I just never looked into it myself personally. But I have heard that before going back to last season. 98-10, four seams, 330. It was FanDuel though. What was FanDuel? No, it was MGM. I remember that vividly. That's the one thing I do remember. Because I remember the first time, that was like the first time I heard of MGM. And it was like, you notice how they always use their line when they drop the homers on MLB Homer. I remember hearing all that shit last year. It was like if the line on FanDuel matched a certain line on MGM, something along those lines. I never got deep into it, but I've just seen it so much on the timeline. I remember that was the first time that BetMGM was like, because I've never even thought about BetMGM, to be honest. Ever. Like now, the new one is like Bally's. You know, niggas are starting to figure out that Bally's got the best lines for Homer for 90% of the slate. Sucks for me. I'm limited on there. They won't let me put over $2 on the bet, so I can't take advantage of it. But like that's the newer thing that everybody paying. If you got Bally bets, you might want to go look at your home run. People lines over there. That should be like, I ain't gonna say double. That's just being super dramatic, but it be up there. That shit get real. That shit get real. If you got Bally bets, you might want to go look over there. So yeah, Devers and Adames look is like the best over here, and Chapman. And Chapman been actually going crazy. Had the 2 homers 2 games ago. Yesterday he come triple. So he actually playing very well at home. And these metrics look good too. 60% line drive, 0% fly ball. Oh yeah, see, that's that shit I'm talking about. Let me see something. 4-seam alone. That's that shit I'm talking about. But again, he'll cover you some total bases. So you said everybody at the bottom, no matter what their lines was, they had 1 yard. Yeah, that's something to pay attention to, and you just go in deeper on that. Like, okay, well, let me look at this again, and see if it happens again. Let me know that. Let me pay attention to see if they do that slick shit again. Because I know that's what they had to do with that Kiersey dude. Because ain't no way he wasn't on nothing. Out of nowhere, I see he go yard. I'm like, who the fuck is this? O'Neal Cruz, y'all, is this four seam too? Let me see. 2020. Last 10, 50, 20. It's the day-to-day O'Neal Cruz go yard, y'all. Damn, it's a lot of bright green. We talked about McCutcheon. He went yard yesterday. And he went yard here. So that's promising. More four seams, huh? 100 fly ball. That's the main thing you want to see. 20%, 60% hard hit. He fuck around and go yard again today. I skipped Mets. Huh? Oh, shit. Oh, damn. My bad, y'all. Ryan Berger. How many homers he done gave up? My fault. Juan Soto. I'm tripping. I'm looking at the picture. Okay. Damn, I did. That's the second time I good call on that. My fault. A four seam heavy pitcher. 20% barrel. Righties. This one Lindor. Today is Lindor's bounce back. Watch. Today is the Lindor bounce back. 30%, 10, 60, 20, 20, 96, 20. Pete Alonso, Nemo, 99, 10. Damn. A lot of four seams coming. 98, 10, last 10, 120, 40, 80, 40, 70. Brandon Nimmo in a good spot. They got fucked up by Cease last night, so they got to come back then and do something right. This should look stupid. And you about to see a lot of four seams. They should be able to tee off on him. 101-30 over 10 at-bats. 50% fly, 30% elite. Home run to fly ball, 90% hard hit. Last 5, 40, 20, 80. What's Juan Soto line? Plus 400? So you got Nemo, Lindor. It's all the lefties I like the most so far. Lindor, Nemo, Soto. Let's take off the sinker. Taylor, Vientos, last 5, 98, 40. Oh, shit. Put them 30s back on here. 101, 40. 102, 40. 30, 10, 90, 40, 20, 80. What's Vientos line? Vientos. Okay, we got us a righty on the board. 102, 20, last 5 for Beatty. 96, 10. No fly balls last 5. 20%, 70 last 10. Hold on, Brett Beatty. McNeil, last 5. These last 5s look crazy. You're going to see a lot of 101, damn, 120 of these fly balls. 60, 100. Yeesh. At 700. Okay, so we got somebody up there with the lines that we need. Mayo, Dingland, Luis, Ozuna. All got added lat and the bottom and all went yard. That shit was wild. Yeah, that's crazy. That's insane. 90. Go to the sinker. 102. Marte. What happened to this kid, Acuna? Is he hurt or they gonna put him back in AAA? Where's he at? I feel like he was a good piece of them. I called him yesterday, y'all. He went yard. He done went yard 2 days in a row. 2 days in a row, we called him on stream. Well, yesterday I called him on stream. Sunday, this was the one I had pre-did and put on YouTube. But either way, Ronnie been in good spots, and he been terrorizing shit. 99-40 his last 5. 93-30. I'm telling you, when you see these higher fly ball percentages and they can get some consistent hard hits, you always putting yourself in the best spot to get a homer. 40-40-80. He in another good spot against today. Let's see against this four seam alone. 20% barrel, 10%, 50%, 20-60, 40-20. He in another good spot again today, and they got him at 750 again. So you got some spots. You got Lindor, Nemo, Soto, your lefties, and you got Vientos in a good spot. Crazy fly ball, good home run to fly ball. 80% hard hit. You got Vientos, and that's off all the pitches. And when you take off the sinker, which they're not going to see a lot. Look at all these bright green spots. Ronnie, and then you got one long shot I like a lot. Jeff McNeil. They're gonna see a lot of four seams. All that shit went up. You can see for the year, 450 slug, 200 ISO on nine with 9 homers. Today the bounce back game, y'all. Today the bounce back game. Y'all said they got fucked up by Dylan Cease. Like I said, I was in bed by 9, 10. They beat me to sleep early in the slate, and I'm glad I went to sleep. I'm telling you, I don't know what it is, y'all. When I put my bets in and put my phone somewhere and hide it from myself and just go on by my business, I win so much more. It's not even close to hit rate I have when I don't look at no bets I put in. So yeah, you gotta watch them. There wasn't none of the names I had identified or seen. We was over here. My bad, y'all. My bad. We got sidetracked. Okay, so we do like McCutcheon. We do like Cruz. Let's keep going. See if I can find anything else in here. Hold on, matter of fact, aren't they seeing something dominant? Yo, they seeing another four seam picture. Let me make sure I'm looking at these damn four seams. Tommy Pham. Jack Sawinski. That look crazy. I feel like I say that every day, but do he ever even play? Like, who is this? His name is insane, first and last. You got your chalks in here, your O'Neills and your McCutcheons. O'Neal and McCutcheon. Somebody said Nick Gonzalez, I think, earlier. Didn't somebody mention him? Yeah, I don't see it. With both pitches or with one pitch. Hold on, 10% barrel. 94. Yeah, I would go with the old faithfuls here, or none. Or just go total bases. or go to No, I feel like I seen somebody say his name in the chat, like they were saying that he was gonna be in a good spot, or look at him or something. Back to this game, y'all. Athletics again. I don't know. I don't even know what all happened in this game last night, but it's in the same spot for homers. Good weather to carry the ball, wind going out to carry the ball, and then you in the Athletics who got that Muni League park. So it's like A, B, and C. Everything checks off for home runs. Logan Evans, 9 homers, 4 from lefties, 5 from righties. You can see that he getting rocked by both hands. Basically, he giving up a 10% barrel to both hands, high hard hits. The only difference is, be careful, he do not give up a lot of fly balls to righties. He give up a lot of fly balls to lefties. Severino, 13 homers, 6 to lefties, 7 to righties. Somebody asked about Nick Kurtz, which I probably already knew what this shit was gonna look like. Nick Kurtz shit is out of body, man. It's just out of body. Is there anything dominant here? Nope. Good. 101 exit velo, 50% barrel over 10 at bats. Last 5, 97.40. You're getting them at plus 240. It's a good little parlay piece for sure. And if he didn't go yesterday, which I don't think he did, I feel like I would have seen his name somewhere. He got to go today. Got to go today. Brent Rooker, what about righties? Nope. Brent Rooker shit been looking so bad. Soderstrom, hold on. He in a good spot. 92.20. 20% barrel over both. Let's see if you can hit some 30%, 10.60. Did Tyler go yesterday? I don't look like it. He was in a good spot yesterday. He in a good spot again today. Out the whole park, yeah, it ain't hard to hit one out there. I seen Nick Kurtz hit one like that too. Bro, this park's so little that damn near don't even got a lot of bleachers. It's like everybody be sitting over there in the grass. Man, that nigga Nick Kurtz hit that bitch 4 streets over. You get a good hit in this park, that bitch is out of here. And they don't even get their official park in Las Vegas for like 4 more years. Or Sacramento, wherever the hell they went. They don't get their new park for a few years. They're going to be in this little park for a minute. Appreciate that sub. So it's the lefties. It looked like Soderstrom and Kurtz today. I don't see nothing else that I really like. I was trying to see if it was like anything with long shot potential. Hold on, I don't even know who this is. Do you hit fly balls? Not really. Line drive. Let me see if I can catch anybody in here that's actually hitting fly balls that go with a decent, at least a 90 down. 89. Do you hit fly balls? Nope. Yep. So it's really like those two main lefties. It looked crazy when the ball go out the whole parking lot. Yeah, that shit looks stupid. Man, that park's so damn little. Kyle Riley at plus 200. Actually in a good spot. Fly ball, elite home run to fly ball ratio. And again, what does that tell you? The higher it is, they're not wasting fly ball. It ain't too many fly balls going up, and it's going to end up being an out. The higher the home run per fly ball ratio, you just hoping they get a fly ball. When you get to that 30% or higher, if they hit that bitch up, it's out of here. Simple as that. And you getting them at 2-1 odds. Another little parlay piece you could use. 98.40 is crazy. Julio. What's going on, Julio? I know y'all looked good yesterday. I see y'all ain't do shit neither. No dominant pitches, last five, 102, 40. 40%, 20, 80. Excuse me. 30, 10, 50. He might go today, y'all. We might be a day late on Julio because he in the same damn spot for sure. Good metrics, hit fly balls, hit consistent power. 4 of his last 5 was over 104. So it's like a Rose Arena. Now, let me see. StatCast. No, this shit ain't look nothing like yesterday. You don't hit no fly balls, bro, off them pitches. 20% barrel. Hold on. Ground balls. Not he look like one. So Kepler, Grichuk, and Roman Anthony going yard today, right? I do like Kepler. I do like Grichuk. I ain't never say Roman Anthony. I didn't even look at that team because they don't know the picture. And 90% of the time, just knowing from what I know, the one thing about Roman Anthony I stay away from, he's a power hitter. All doubles. All doubles. He is a line drive genius. He gonna hit the fuck off some line drives. But the first two, yeah, I agree with. Jorge Polanco. Nothing stands out here. I was looking at specific pitches. 40%, 20%, 60, 10, 50, 60. I'm telling y'all, I don't know what it is. 60, 20, 60 is like my number. Yeah, let me go play Polanco today or something. At plus 470. I like Polanco. I like Julio, Kyle, Polanco. What did Naylor just look like? Nothing on these. He went yard yesterday, but it don't look the same. What's the issue? You hit fly ball, you just don't hit the ball hard. You a waste of a fly ball. Mitch Garver, he looked crazy yesterday. Do not look the same today. Solanko. What's up with him? I like Canzone. What's going on with Canzone? Damn, I just said his name and it might be today. Damn, 30, 80, 20, 60. 40% barrel last 5, 50% barrel last 10. Is Canzone going today? I like Canzone. Kurtz had that look. The big Amish had that look for you. Some people, yeah, he like the Caucasian Aaron Judge. Like them, they just big, tall, stocky up. Canzone been chilling. Canzone need to snap out of it because Canzone got potential. Like, let me see, versus righties. Look at this, versus righties. 300 batting average, 500 slug, 240 ISO on the year on 104 at bats. He got crazy power, and it shows here as well. 50% barrel over his last 10 at bats. 4-seam cutter, sweeper, sinker. All bright green shit at plus 500. I like Canzone. You know what? In this part, fuck it, Canzone. I'm going to rock with you, bro. I'm going to rock with you. Winds going out, 80 degrees. You in the Little League park. So this could definitely be his day. Yeah, that's the greenest he done been in a while. So, yeah. So, look, I got to get to appointments and all that, right? It'll be up. Hopefully, y'all didn't miss nothing. It will be up on YouTube. Damn show before the rest of the slate start. If you was here for the first part of this, you got whatever gonna come in this 12:30 game. If not, you're gonna have to catch it on YouTube. The YouTube link is here. Just make sure you sub up and just turn the noties on. So you know, soon as the video get uploaded to YouTube, it'll notify you and you can go back and look at whatever you need to look at your own pace. Let's cook. Like I said, yesterday started slow. I even tweeted like, oh man, we got back-to-back shitty days. It was only 17 homers at that time, about 6 games in with 40 projected, and it ended up being 36 total. Everything went crazy when I went to sleep. So who knows? Let's hope we get a better start today though. But it is some good spots. I always tell y'all before I end stream. The last thing I'll always leave y'all with outside of make tonight to, the best light of your gambling life, play your straights. There's too many players that we see every day that's plus 400 odds or higher. If you just insist on making parlays, I'm telling you, listen to me. The sweet spot is 3. Don't go 4 legs. Don't go 5 legs. Don't go 6 legs. If you got that many legs, make 2 separate 3 legs. And the reason I say that is because the part that y'all missing, and I'm saying y'all as in whoever, not in general, the part that y'all are missing is the round robin twos. Y'all are losing 3-leg parlays by 1 leg and leaving with absolutely nothing. Leaving with absolutely nothing. Matter of fact, I got to. Let me put it over here because you never know what the fuck gonna pop up on X. You don't know. You gotta no, hell no. I should have banned my whole everything. You got to stay at 3 legs. Once you go to more legs, then the everything get expensive. Now you done talked yourself into not round robin because you like, oh, it's gonna be too much. Just stay at 3 legs. Just stay at 3 legs. Because y'all gotta incorporate that round robin twos if you insist on running the 3-leg parlays. What you be looking at? Man, everything. Everything. You don't know what's gonna pop up on this timeline. I gotta peek into my own shit. But look, hold on, I'm gonna show y'all yesterday. So I can show, and I'm glad I did it this way because it makes more sense to some people seeing it this way because they don't know what that round robin by twos thing is. So I'm gonna show you 2 things. And I want to show y'all this. I'm gonna leave y'all with this. Because I'm only trying to help. Big dog only trying to help, and I get it. Some people don't see it, so they don't understand it. So look, I'm just picking. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna show y'all something. These are the exact same thing. It don't matter. And you play this shit if you want. It's not a parlay. This is literally, I'm just doing this for educational purposes. You play. I'm just picking names. As you can see, I'm just gonna pick the top name I see. I don't know who it is. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna show y'all something. This is what's fucking y'all up. So this is the 3-leg, right? So when you go to round robin and you go here, people don't understand what this means. They don't understand what this means, and I think that they think that you got to spend more money so they don't round robin. It's telling you that it is 3 times 3 2-leg combinations out of this 3-leg, which it is. So you're gonna play the 3-leg here, right? The full 3-leg parlay. And again, if you stay at 3 legs, I'm telling y'all, 3 legs is the number because you could take an amount and split it in 4. If I only had $10, I would have put $250 here, and I'm putting $250 here, but remember it's times 3, so that's really $750. That's the full $10. And either way, even if only 2 of the 3 hit, if I won this, I won more than the $10 I spent total. If the whole parlay hit, I win this amount and this amount. But fuck all that. They're telling you that it's 3 2-leg parlays in here, which it is. Jose and Abreu is a 2-leg. That's his own odds right there. That's a 2. That's what you playing by playing it here. They're going to separate them for you. Jose and Ramirez, if those 2 hit, guess what? That's a plus 1,800 that you left on the board because you didn't round robin. If Jose and James Wood hit, guess what? You left a plus 2,000 on the board because you just refused to round robin. If Willier and Woods hit, that's a plus 2,000 as well. So those are 3. All it's telling you is when you play the 3-leg, if you decide to use FanDuel way, where it say buy 2s times 3, it is 3 2-leg combinations in here. So every time y'all play a 3-leg home run slip and lose by 1 leg, you left a plus 2,000 on the board, or this number here is basically giving you an average of what all 3 2-legs would have been, right? So they basically telling you that it's a plus 1,900 in here if any 2 of these hit. So when y'all refuse to play that round robin 2s by 3 and you lose by 1 leg, you're leaving with no money because you doing this. You just got to put 10 here to win $8.99 instead of going $250 here, which is $750 because it's going to multiply by 3, and put $250 here. Now that's the same 10, but you covering yourself to where you winning regardless. Another way of making y'all see it is this. This is the way I had put it on the timeline yesterday because I know a lot of people visually just need to see it a different way. This is the play I showed y'all yesterday. Right? This was the 3-leg. And all I did was I did the same thing I just showed y'all. The difference with me is I don't use that round robin by twos feature. I manually do mine because I want to see individual odds. And when you play it manually, it'll cash out faster. So soon as two hit, that little two leg will cash out. This the same thing. Look, this is the three leg. Here's the round robin. That go one of the three leg. That's one of the two leg combos, Corbin and Seager. Here go another one, Barger and Seager. And then last but not least, Barger and Carroll. So it's the same exact thing, but I just did it manual. All round robin twos by three mean is it's telling you that it is 3 2-leg parlays in your full 3-leg. So if you stay at 3 legs, your best bet is to take that $10 or $5. If you have $5, put 125 there and 125 there. It'll do the math because it's gonna multiply that by 3 and then the other one. That way you covering yourself. And guess what? Even if I have $5, the lowest I can win is $72. I still made way more than the $5 total I spent. I cannot stress that enough. Y'all continue to leave money on the table by not round robbing it. If you insist on playing these 3-leg parlays, round robbing them. Anytime you got some where every leg over plus 200, it need to be round robbing. That's like my rule of thumb. If you got some negative odd legs on there, don't worry about it because you're going to lose more money than you win round robbing it. If every leg on your parlay is plus 200 odds or higher, round robbing it. Guaranteed. Because if 2 of those plus 200s hit, that's going to equal to a plus 1,000. You still doubling or tripling the money you spent on the 3-leg and the round robin combined. But I'm going to leave y'all with that, though. Love y'all, man. Back at it in the morning, man. Let's continue to keep growing. Let's cook up. Hopefully everybody wins some money tonight. Play your straights, round robin your parlays. It's that simple. Love y'all.